Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these dreams I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Oh man, I can't believe it's already fucking Saturday. What the hell happened to the time, man? I swear. Man, I have played every Grand Theft Auto I've realized. I've just realized that I've played every Grand Theft Auto ever made. I've played Chinatown Wars. And the fact that IGN thinks that the unsung hero of GTA games is anyone in Chinatown really kind of sums up IGN as a whole. I'm just gonna throw that out there. What is this shit? What is this?
It's a miracle that Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars even exists. Originally launched as
there were so many people that were pissed about Bald of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dam. So many.
Exclusive, complete with touchscreen carjacking, bloody gunfights, and high-stakes drug-dealing missions. It's exactly the kind of...
Yeah, I remember that. The game was actually quite fun to play, but calling the guy in it an unsung hero is kind of brain dead, I'm not gonna lie.
Game you'd never expect to see first launch on the Nintendo DS. But more than that, it's secretly one of the...
I played it on the PlayStation Portable, or actually... It might have been on the PlayStation Vita.
Greatest and most innovative GTA games ever made.
How's it going, Artemis? Another great day, guys.
When Chinatown Wars first launched in March of 2009, the GTA franchise was in a pretty incredible spot. The revolutionary and massively successful Grand Theft Auto 4 had arrived the year prior, fully establishing itself as the king of criminal open-world games in the eyes of both critics and players. Both of its
It's so weird whenever people are like, oh man, did you ever play Grand Theft Auto 4? Oh, it's the best thing. It's like if you walk up to me and you're like, hey man, have you played that new God of War for 2018? Man, what a great series. I just want to slap you. I just want to slap you, bro. I want to lay your ass out because you're stupid. If you haven't played the original God of War games, don't talk to me. I can't stand you. Oh my God, I can't stand you. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, what? You've only played Grand Theft Auto 4? Bro, you're a fucking dumbass. You're a dumbass. Talk to me about Vice City, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 3, Liberty City Stories, Chinatown Wars. Nah, you gonna sit here and talk about fucking Grand Theft Auto 4 like it's this fucking new thing. Go to hell.
Expansions, The Lost and the Damned, and The Ballad of Gay Tony were also on track to come out in 2009. But all that was happening on home consoles. While the late 2000s had seen a duo of games based on 2001's GTA 3 and 2002's GTA Vice City come to PlayStation Portable, GTA 4's successful dive into the HD era seemed to suggest Rockstar was fully committed to the much more powerful consoles and PCs of the time, rather than shrink down the vision and ambition for the then dueling handhelds, Nintendo DS and Sony's PSP. The franchise was striving for gritty realism and cutting-edge graphics, and it seemed like the portable systems were going to have to sit this round out. Suffice to say that when GTA Chinatown Wars was announced as a top-down, cel-shaded game made for a handheld, starring a brand new triad protagonist who used a touchscreen to fire off sniper rifles and steal cars in the same city that GTA 4's Nico Bellic had stomped around in a year earlier, people were, pretty surprised. At first glance, it not only felt like a step backwards.
What's surprising about it is the fact that it was for Nintendo
for the series, but it also felt downright shocking to see what was initially a Nintendo exclusive GTA game where you could sell drugs and shoot police officers. These days, modern Nintendo handhelds like the Switch 1 and Switch 2 frequently get ports of mature rated games, but during the Nintendo DS era, this was rarely the case.
Like shit.
Get ports of
That's Doom Eternal. Bro, like, games. Why would you want to play this game? It looks like shit on this fucking console. This looks like a PlayStation 2 game. This was made for PlayStation 4. Like, what are we doing?
DS era, this was rarely the case. In 2009, it was practically unfathomable for Rockstar to put a brand new exclusive GTA game on the Nintendo DS, a modestly powerful handheld system that was already 5 years into its lifespan and mostly associated with things like Mario Kart, Nintendogs, and brain training. The DS is home to one of the greatest and most diverse game libraries in the history.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, so Nintendo is part of the most diverse games on the planet. I got to that conclusion by putting 2 + 2 together. They're totally not a bunch of copy and paste fucking game mechanics with a brand new coat of fucking paint and a fucking new name for it every time a new Mario comes out. They're the most diverse games ever made. Oh my God, dude.
Tiny, low resolution.
This is the reason why IGN is cooked right here. Whenever I hear somebody hyping up a Nintendo console, I immediately think, wow, someone's got the dick broke off in their ass. How much they pay you for that?
Screen's largely casual player base and lack of analog stick meant that AAA developers approached the system cautiously when bringing their successful franchises over to it, especially when those franchises were known for being big-budget console games aiming for older audiences. Rockstar Games hadn't brought any of their titles to a Nintendo handheld since 2003 when they launched a cleverly scaled-down version of Max Payne on the Game Boy Advance, and then Grand Theft Auto Advance in 2004, a top-down pixel art prequel to
Nintendo's great if you're 5.
That's why Chinatown Wars felt special. It was clear that the DS had become so massive that even the almighty Rockstar Games couldn't ignore it. And while fans had some apprehensions about the game's looks, once they realized that Chinatown Wars bridged the gap between GTA's top-down origins and its modern, fully 3D open-world chaos, and unlike the original games...
What I really like about the game, which I'm sure you could already notice it, is the realistic backdrop with the cartoon characters.
Camera, they knew Rockstar had successfully managed to shrink down their biggest franchise and make it feel at home in the least likely of places.
It's actually a really fun game to play. If you've never played Chinatown Wars, I think that's the name of this one. I think. God, I don't even remember. Yeah, it is Chinatown Wars. If you've ever played this game, or you ever get the chance to play this game, I would definitely recommend it. It takes a little bit to get used to the pixelated style, but once you do, it's actually really fucking good. It's really fun to play.
Enhanced ports of Chinatown Wars eventually came to PSP and mobile phones.
It has no actual cutscenes, but
close to the total sales of the mainline console and PC games, hardcore.
Oh, can you play this on your phone?
Close to the total sales.
Oh, you know what? I bet you can play this on your phone, huh?
Mainline console and PC games, hardcore GTA fans were happy to have this unique new entry that they could bring with them everywhere.
I wonder if you can I wonder if you can get Chinatown Wars on Steam Deck. I bet you can, huh? Can you get Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars for Steam Deck? There's no official port, but I'm sure you can use an emulator.
Wars not only has all the things you love and expect from a GTA game, like sharp writing, memorable characters, and tons of weapons, vehicles, and explosive toys to terrorize a big sprawling metropolis with, while flipping through bespoke radio stations, it also introduced a bunch of brand new features to the franchise. Police chases that ratchet up your wanted level have always been a series staple, but Chinatown Wars incorporated a brilliant new mechanic to get revenge: destroying cop cars to lower your wanted level.
Oh,
This
yeah!
is an absolute blast, especially when you've got multiple cops tailing you at once and you're blasting down the road at top speed, bobbing and weaving through traffic.
I remember
Prior to
that.
Chinatown Wars, GTA games required.
So yeah. So like, if you have cops tailing you, if you destroy their cars, it lowers your wanted. I completely forgot about that mechanic. There's also a mechanic in the game that's like, it's like infinite drug deals, so you could like make a lot of money just doing drug deals in the game, which is really kind of fun.
Drive out of a specific area to lower your wanted level, but this new
There's like a lot of
requires
mini
lot
games
more
in it.
aggression on your part, forcing you to lure cops alongside your car so you could smash them in the buildings and other cars, or leading them on, jamming on the brakes and watching them dictate their own destruction while you fire guns out the window. It's awesome. It's an explosive way to watch your wanted level plummet, and this adds tension and thrill to every encounter, and outside of also just looking cool, it's genuinely an absolute blast and frequently hilarious. When these aggressive chases overlap with the game's drug dealing subplot though, that's when things get significantly more high stakes. You see, since all this cop car smashing and bashing also takes its toll on your vehicle, you'll need to be more calculated with your reckless driving, especially when you're smuggling a trunk full of thousands of dollars worth of heroin that will get seized by the authorities or blown up to smithereens if your car goes up in flames.
Damn!
It's the kind of experience.
Bro! You fucking twat!
if your car goes up in flames.
Oh! I can't believe he
It's
did
the kind
that.
of experience.
Why
that
would you
has
do that?
From ear to ear,
Drove right into the
incredibly
gas
maniacally
tank.
while juggling several crimes at once. A feeling that is so distinctly GTA, and thus incredibly impressive to see replicated with cartoony graphics on a little tiny handheld. Chinatown Wars has you dealing coke, weed, and downers to various gangs around Liberty City, leading to tons of double crossings, shootouts, and some huge payouts. By taking out the cameras that are hidden everywhere across the city, you'll reduce the visibility of your drug smuggling antics and have fewer cops tailing you after a deal.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
Oh my god, there's also like a, so when you sit down in cars, you actually have to like hotwire them too. There's like a mini game.
And go on a violent killing spree. I used to pet Nintendogs to hotwire a stolen vehicle and go on a violent killing spree on the way to a big ticket cocaine deal. Hell yeah, Rockstar. That said, as much as I love the touchscreen features across every version of Chinatown Wars, they're likely what's holding the game back from being ported to modern consoles. They'd work just fine in handheld mode on the Nintendo Switch consoles, but they'd need a bit of an overhaul to function properly on the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, which is a shame since I really wish more people could experience this classic entry in one of the most successful
Holy
video
crap,
game
that is
franchises of all time.
crazy,
Playing
bro.
Chinatown Wars in
What?
2026, which I do, doesn't just make me nostalgic for being there when the game first released. It makes me nostalgic for an era when
I
Rockstar
forgot
took
about
weird
that. That
swings
is
like
just
Chinatown
crazy
Wars.
to me.
It was an era
Oh
when
my
Grand
gosh,
Theft Auto
that's
got
bringing back
spin-offs, story
memories,
DLCs,
man.
and quirky little handheld ports.
What's this? Oh, why is it so squishy? Oh! What the hell is this game? Okay, I'll take 5 copies. Oh. That looks like shit. That looks awful. Ooh. Oh, fuck, I never played High on Life 2. Yo, I completely forgot about High on Life 2. I can't believe I forgot about High on Life 2. Look at him. The end of Evangelion. Huh? What is this? Oh. What? Weird shit, man. This is weird shit. Art of the level. Don't care. Really don't care. Oh, wait a minute. We got some more Assassin's Creed Black Flag stuff. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, we got some goodies, boys. Oh. Oh, she's dead. That's it. You're dead. You're dead. You lost. You lose. You didn't play Dark Souls the right way and you're dead now. What is this shit?
Shit. My mouth's dry as a bone.
Why make a whole production out of it?
Right?
Hey! Don't do anything rash. I'm gonna scoot off to the side first.
Okay. Do we have any actual gameplay though? I mean, it just sounds like gameplay.
Behold the cyan, the cold, keen light, the red, the weak, his unguarded ward. I fear not the foe, my eyes seek out the weak. Evade the cyan, no touch its glow, seize the flaw.
This game doesn't look very good. I'm not gonna lie. I think it kind of looks like shit. Just throwing that out there.
Strike and let blood flow.
Okay, here we go. And you can... Okay, so one of the big red flags why I say it kind of looks like shit. Well, because it looks like shit. And number two, a big red flag when it comes to gameplay on if it's going to be good or not is how much of it you see in the trailer. All of this is like backstabs or, you know, like in Elden Ring, whenever you stagger a enemy, you can do a front assassination or whatever the hell that shit is, right? All you see is that. I don't see any actual gameplay. Like a scripted stab is not... It's not gameplay. Oh, that... Okay. I don't know about that. And it's only going to come out on Steam, too. This is going to be a PC exclusive fucking title. Bro. Just play Black Myth Wukong. It's better. You gotta do all that extra stuff, man. Just play Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, get that
Hello
Resident Evil.
everyone, my name is Jean
Assassin's
Strachan,
Creed.
lead level designer for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Precinct. Today, I'd like to take you on a short tour and exploration of one of our most iconic locations. Havana, one of the most vibrant and influential cities of the Caribbean during the golden age of piracy. In Assassin's Creed Black Flag Precinct, Havana serves as a major hub of trade, politics, and intrigue. Under Spanish rule, the city stands as a symbol of wealth, attracting merchants, sailors, and privateers from across the seas. Guiding us is Edward Kenway, pirate, adventurer, and a familiar face to many of us.
I hate these. I hate the perches where you have to go up and sink everything. I hated them, dude. Because, Odyssey had so many of them. Because the map was so fucking big. Bro, like, some of them were in just the most annoying places in the world. You would try to climb up some of the watchtowers in some of the cities, and you would not be able to get up them. It was so annoying.
Let's dive straight into this playthrough.
Should just be able to ring a bell at the bottom or something.
We're
Just let me
starting
ring a
off
bell at
at
the
a
bottom.
marketplace, bustling with traders, residents, and a myriad of other NPCs. These are thoughtfully placed by our designers and made possible with the new tools in our enhanced Anvil engine. Our NPCs actively contribute to the city's atmosphere through dynamic behaviors, localized activities, and micro-events that add texture and vibrancy to each region.
That's great. This was already in the game. This was already in the game. Why are you trying to sell this like it's a new type of game? This was all already in the game. What are
And
you
this
on
sense of
about?
life extends beyond human residents. Wildlife like birds, livestock, and other animals inhabit our locations, adding ambient movement, interactivity, and an overall immersive experience. While Havana remains faithful to the iconic layout of the original game, every street and landmark has been rebuilt with more detail and authenticity. But the city itself is always changing. As night falls, the streets are transformed by the warm illumination of candlelit windows, lanterns, and braseros. Commercial activity gradually lessens as our NPCs make their way home after a day's work, leaving the night owls to their quieter routines and leisurely pursuits around plazas, taverns, and alleyways. Light and shadow add new dimensions to exploring. Lighting helps to guide players through the landscape, while the cover of darkness opens up opportunities for stealth. A new dynamic weather system makes the world of Black Flag feel more immersive than ever before. Weather can range from blue skies to heavy downpours with high winds.
Okay.
The world responds actively to these new conditions, creating a living,
Right. I've the coin for valuables, but it must be more than just that.
observing nearby disturbances like this agitation. As we let's not temporarily lose consciousness.
Oh, great.
Or off a roof, and stunts
can pick
NPCs
up a
caught
cat.
within. When combined with parries and dodges, these allow for creative.
I don't know who the fuck did this, but holy shit, this is awful. Holy shit, that's just bad, man. Good God. What is this? Abyssus? Abyssius. What's this? This looks kind of fun.
Sing iron, steam, and brine, good sir.
We can't listen to that, but... Their head looks like thimbles. Like a sewing thimble or so, whatever the fuck that is, that like finger thing. This actually looks like a kind of a fun game to play. It's kind of giving me Borderlands vibes. Oh, it's a roguelite. Nice. 50 plus weapons. Little weapon modes. I think that's really cool. Ability modes. This game looks like a mix between Borderlands and Doom. This game actually looks like it might be a lot of fun to play with friends. Like just a shitload of friends. What is this? Oh, we got snow runners. Let's go. Yo, truck sim. Yo, let's go truck sim. It's been a while since we've seen a truck sim.
Runners, what an exciting new season we have in store for you. Season 18 Patch and Power is available now for all Year 5 pass owners, and we're taking you deep into the Mexican jungle for the first time in SnowRunner. Welcome to the southernmost state of Chiapas. This beautifully wild new region is streaked with jungles and old volcanoes alike. making it a perfect candidate for the installation of geothermal infrastructure. And you know what that means. We have a job for you, runners. The National Energy Commission needs your help across 2 new maps, each 4 kilometers squared, to renovate local roads and utilities following a tough hurricane season. Your end goal? To finalize the construction.
Bro, I couldn't imagine going into this, like, an area like this with so much mud around. Oh man, the likelihood of getting stuck in this water has to be so fucking much. Oh man, there's no way. Just imagine you get that shit stuck in there, it sinks in the mud and everything.
Hurricane season. Your end goal? To finalize the construction of a new sustainable power plant. Start with strengthening the coastline to prevent further flooding.
That's cool.
Restore what can be saved, and dismantle
so
what
you
can...
you actually sim truck it over and then you can see it being built in real time? That's pretty badass.
Once the groundwork is laid, move on to constructing workshops, installing solar fields, and connecting the various stations into an active network. To help you in these endeavors, Season 18 comes with 2 new trucks ready to take on the Mexican jungle. The Mercer R230 and the HIB Billet M816. The first is an off-road class cargo hauler that comes equipped with a dedicated platform and trailer, a built-in 5th wheel, and even room for a mini crane. It won't blow you away with its speed, but its great maneuverability and crawler suspension allows it to play a unique role in the snow runner garage. Just make sure you keep your cargo lightweight. Meanwhile, the Billet may just be one of the most versatile highway trucks in your fleet. Take full advantage of Chiapas's available roads to cut travel times down, thanks to the Billet's unique combination of speed
the golden
and low
potato
fuel consumption,
Golden tater,
making it a
golden tater in the
formidable
house.
long-range
Let's
specialist.
go, Melissa.
And to sweeten the deal even more, having all-drive and differential lock capabilities and plenty of available add-ons will let you shape it into any role you want. Well-rounded support truck.
Bro, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I'd ever drive over that.
Let you shape it
hell
into
nah.
any role you want.
Fuck no. Bro, you got me fucked up. Bro, I ever go somewhere and they tell me I gotta drive over that, the first things coming out of my mouth are kiss my ass. I ain't driving over that. Oh, W member for 1 month. Been here many months longer, but I've been a paid holder. Why is this even a thing? I don't know why it doesn't have an automatic renewal system. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. It's like everything that YouTube has in place on my channel is just meant to fuck me over. I kid you fucking not. I swear to God, like, I don't get it. How can you make things so inconvenient? It's so frustrating.
Well-rounded.
Bro, like, hold on, wait. I'm going back to this. I want to talk about this more. I want to call this out. There's no way in hell I'd ever do this.
And
Where's it at?
Available add-ons will let you shape
oh
it
no,
into
you gonna
any role you
like
want.
look at the size of that. Look at that gap right there, bro. That's a big enough gap to be somebody's fucking teeth. Like, you get stuck in that, your ass is going under. Like, if this manages to pop under, and then this goes over just a little bit more, this entire truck's gonna sink. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Nope.
Well-rounded support truck, light tractor, or nimble off-roader. Tame the Mexican jungle and help Chiapas get back on its feet. With Season 18 Patch and Power, available now on PlayStation 4.
You want to know, you know what I can drive? I can drive this thing. I can legally drive this on the roadway. I can't drive this thing because it's got the pivot in the back. But I can drive this.
And PlayStation 5. See you all very soon.
That looks like everything.
took hold. The Grand Theft Auto would cost $100.
Okay, so check out Bellular News, Bellular News.
And that this would be the next great hike in game prices. And more recently, we heard investors say that Rockstar actually needs to raise prices, not just for themselves, but for the good of the industry. Well, the good news for—
Fuck the good of the industry. You keep producing slop and you keep raising the prices, ain't gonna be no industry. You know why? People ain't gonna buy it anymore. Industry gonna be dead. Then what?
for us as customers is that both of those groups are wrong. The price ceiling in video games is not going up, and GTA 6's base edition will cost only $80. Yeah, you may have expected $70, but remember, $80 is actually the industry's price ceiling now for a AAA game, and that's thanks to Mario Kart
Nintendo,
World,
yeah.
which set it as a new high last year. And that means—
And you know what? You're not going to see people spending $80 on a new Call of Duty game. You know why? Because that's too much. You can set the ceiling as high as you want. The issue is that if people feel like their money's being just taken from them and they're not getting a good value, like if you buy an old school a mid-school Call of Duty game, they're just not going to buy the next one, and then it doesn't matter how much you raise the price to the game. It's not going to matter. You know why? Because people are going to see the price of a game that's a AAA game. They're going to see that $80 price tag and realize that development company is going out of business. That's what the new sign is going to be for these developer studios that are raising their prices to $80. When you see $80, it used to be a sign of a AAA game. Or like, it was like 60 or 70, right? But now when you see a high price tag on a development studio's game, like a AAA game, and you know for a fact that the last time you played one of their games, like a Call of Duty game, and it burnt you, that is a symbol of a studio going out of business. Like, for example, Destiny 2. If they tried to sell Destiny 3 for $80, that would almost for sure completely dismantle Bungie. That'd be a going out of business sale at that point.
everyone else in the industry is now firmly locked under that ceiling. Because let's be real, for the likely size of GTA 6, there is just about no way a dev would be able to command a similar price point. Unless, of course, you're Nintendo and you can just apparently do whatever the hell you want and have it succeed. But $80 is still a lot, and let's be real, they don't really want you to spend $80. They want you—
They geared it for the $100 value. They are forcing you to get, well, I mean, for the most part, they're forcing you to get the $100 value.
to get the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
And the way that they've done the Ultimate Edition does feel quite bad indeed. So, some people are excited, some people are angry. It is indeed an edition of the gaming news. Here's a quote of someone we clowned on recently. The industry, which is perceived as struggling, would have difficulty selling games for $80 if GTA 6 came out at $70. We think it's in Take-Two's self-interest as a publisher and partner to many developers to raise the price point for the entire industry. So that's what the ask was from investment analysts at Bank of America. They really wanted to pull a particular financial lever, doing a price hike for GTA so that everyone else could start charging more for premium games. Well, GTA won't cost $70, but the price Take-Two settled on and the way they're selling GTA, well, those might make things far more complicated for the rest of the industry, certainly more complicated than those analysts hoped. Though first, absolute banger deals from today's sponsor, Ugreen. I love their stuff. And if your desk, bag, or travel setup Prime Day, this is up to 40% off watt for compact charger, and it makes things. And thanks 100 milliamp hour for the thing, your 3 device just got deals through the game. And $80 gets you the base edition of GTA 6, a full single-player game, and that's it. No GTA Online is mentioned, but there is a version—
I'll never touch Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm going to be completely blatantly fucking honest with everybody. I haven't even played the online of Grand Theft Auto 5. I got on, played it for a little bit with a friend because he just kept haggling me to play it. We did one race together, I uninstalled it and never played it again. It's not because I lost either, I didn't lose. But to me, it was just really boring because I asked him, I was like, what can you do in the game? And he's like, well, you really can't do much without card sharks. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm done playing.
That costs $100.
Or shark cards,
An
or whatever
extra
the fuck that
$20
shit
for
is.
The Ultimate Edition gets you exclusive cosmetics, weapons, vehicles, and missions. Though, of course, the way that they've done this doesn't make you think, oh, it's just a few extra options in a customization menu. No, the actual shops where you get those things are unique, premium shops. So it is quite deeply integrated into the actual in-game content, which does make it feel like it's more value if you buy.
Oh, yeah, no. The second that he told me that, I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not playing this. Bro, and I looked at him, I was like, dude, you way too poor to be playing this. Why are you playing this? And he's like, I don't know, it's really fun. And I'm like, but you have to spend more money past the point of sale. Why would you ever spend more money past the point of sale on a game? Why would you do that?
Buy the Ultimate Edition.
You are feeding the behavior. That means that every game that will come out after that will have that. And he's like, you know, I didn't think of that. Come on, man.
Also makes it feel even worse for the base edition. Still, the real sore point is, of course, the missions, because those are real bits of gameplay locked behind the $100 tier. Now, that is exactly the same business model that they used for Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018 and GTA 5 in 2014. Missions and cosmetics that are exclusive to people who take the upgrade. The only difference is that this time you're paying $100 for no online benefits at all, which then begs a question. Why no GTA Online? I mean, we know it's Rockstar's biggest money spinner, so they're probably nervous about moving players over and maybe losing...
They're not nervous. They're not nervous at all because they know that the people that are playing the online are going to spend thousands of dollars, and those people are just going to move over to Grand Theft Auto 6 Online and do the same thing. They're not trying to cater to the people that want to play the single-player campaign. They're trying to do like Call of Duty's doing. That's what they're trying to do.
Decade of entrenched spending, especially when data miners just found evidence that GTA Online is actually getting new modded roleplay tools. But that's not the only thing that's missing. What's missing is a chance...
So No Pixel is it's actually a big content creator thing that a lot of content creators, because it's like a content creator only invite style thing, where it is a Grand Theft Auto role-playing server that has custom mechanics in it, specifically for role-playing. So that's, when you see No Pixel, that's what that means.
New modded roleplay tools. But that's not the only thing that's missing. What's missing is a chance to play the game early. There is no advanced access option. Of course, I'd say that that's a good thing. I hate that that is a thing in our industry now, but it's still something almost everyone expected, because with it, GTA 6's margins would be subsidized effectively by free money. I mean, it would definitely sell. We've seen so many examples of advanced access working, at least financially, which means that Rockstar is probably leaving money on the table, which is a fairly odd thing for the Grand Theft Auto people to be doing. And this all means that the initial business model of this game is not as bad as people feared. It only costs $80, still a lot. But for the rest of the industry...
I think that any price that doesn't involve a subscription to play the single-player campaign, or a price that doesn't involve like a $300 price tag on this game, I hate to say this, but we should just be thankful for that. Because they could have easily charged $200 for this game and people still would have bought it. And the reason for that is because you can expect Rockstar to not only produce, but to break whatever they have forward. So, like, if you thought Grand Theft Auto 5 was good, you can almost be guaranteed that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to blow Grand Theft Auto 5 out of the water. With the updated graphics, the core developments design, the gameplay mechanics, the weapon systems, the driving systems, the single player campaign, the multiplayer subplots, side missions, you can guarantee that whatever price you pay for this game, that it'll be worth it. You can't say the same thing about Call of Duty. And that's the problem. And that's what kind of makes Rockstar one of the titans that it is today, is that they know that. And I think that they're being generous. They could have easily charged almost $200 for this game, and people still would have paid for it, and it'd have been worth it. And it doesn't even, like, this game, if it comes out and it's woke trash, it won't matter because they will have already made the sale. That's the thing, is that it will not matter. They have the reputation as the Rockstar Titan to sell this at almost $200 a pop. They do.
What that $80 is going to be is a hard limit. And I have to assume that privately, a lot of people in the industry wish Rockstar didn't do this. What we can infer from this then is that Take-Two reckons $80 is the sweet spot between what people will pay and what the game is actually worth. The Ultimate Edition is there to tempt people into spending more, but it also means they've decided what everyone in gaming can.
If the single player campaign is the $80 price tag and everything else is only accessible through the multiplayer aspect of the game, I probably won't even get the $100 value. Like, if the tattoo shops and all that stuff is only accessible outside of the single-player campaign, I'm probably not even going to bother with the $100 value. That's the thing.
As a baseline price for their video game. Now, sure, some chancer might launch a near all AI-generated PC game priced at $1,000 on Steam as a prestige status symbol. Well, that's obviously just a shitpost. For the rest of the industry, it basically all comes down to one question. Is your game equal to or better than GTA 6? And if the answer cannot be a resounding yes, then that game will run into trouble with audiences at that price. Yep. It doesn't matter if the comparisons in quality are fair or not. I mean, just look at, say, Xbox. 2 months into pre-orders, they ditched the $80 price tag on the Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, you may have forgotten that, but Xbox did actually try to pull off $80 for Outer Worlds 2. In many ways, the funny thing here is that the Wall Street analysts were kind of right. Rockstar not raising...
Another thing, guys, is that the Grand Theft Auto 6 map is also the biggest and most detailed map Grand Theft Auto has done to date. How many gigs is the Grand Theft Auto 6 map? So the map itself is 200 to 350 gigs. So, like, you guys out there getting like a 500 gig console or whatever, y'all about to get cooked.
Prices means that nobody else really can. Any game that tries to will be compared to GTA, and that will be a comparison they'll lose, even if it's just from the sheer amount of time and money that we know has been poured into GTA 6. Speaking to GameIndustry.biz, the established analysts broadly agreed with this take. Reese Elliott at Alina Analytics was especially scathing. Here's the quote: GTA 6 has more pricing power than any game on Earth, and it still didn't go above $80. If the biggest release in the industry's history looked at the ceiling and chose not to break it, that should tell everyone else the ceiling is real, and they'll smack their head on it. The danger is that publishers read GTA is $80 as a green light and push their own run-of-the-mill or new IP games to $80, when the lesson is the opposite.
Yeah.
Even GTA didn't think it could go higher. What that means is that $80 is now locked in for big, like, annual franchises, your Call of Duties, your EA Sports FCs, and Take-Two's own NBA 2K.
What I can see happening with this is that if this is one of the biggest releases of the year, the next time Grand Theft Auto or Rockstar Games releases a big hit like this, they will probably charge as much as they can. That's the thing. I feel like this is them testing the water. If it actually is really, really good, and it doesn't have DEI littered into it like we saw in a prior video and stuff, then this game, I guarantee you, on the next release, like Grand Theft Auto 7, will probably be in upwards of like $200. But if for whatever reason it crashes and burns at launch, if it crashes and burns, I feel like they're still gonna try to charge as much as they can, and they're gonna go bankrupt pretty quickly. I do. It'll be like every other studio. Hard lesson to be learned.
That's probably good news on the immediate front. It means that $70 is going to be the industry standard for a good while longer. For the very top of the industry, though, things did just get more shaky. That's because with price hikes now off the table for most publishers, they're going to have to find another way to pad out their margins and bring in even more revenue. Now, we've already seen...
It's easy. What you do is you just fire half your staff. If you keep hiring more of the woke mind virus into your studio and your games are shit, maybe you should just cut half your staff. That's a lot of money that you could just be banking right there. There's your portion of the money you want so desperately. Stop hiring people. If a development studio like Expedition 33 can make the Expedition 33 with a studio of like, I think it was like 11 people, there's no excuse for this. Stop hiring people, man. It's stupid. Stop it.
A lot of these ideas start to leak out. Battle passes, paid early access.
I'm tired of subsidizing your fucking waste.
Transactions that never quite stop asking you for more. And in some cases, actually many cases, maybe most cases, I actually think that's worse than just paying more money up front for the game. And that's because I don't want to spend a big chunk of money in a game only to then have the game feel cheap because it's basically begging me for more money all of the time. But the point still stands. The price ceiling is the price ceiling. These companies do want to earn more, and that has people thinking that Rockstar and Take-Two may be trying to save money in some other ways. Killing physical games. I know, kind of crazy, but that's not what people are talking about. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be playable on the 19th of November for everyone. That's just over a month after Rockstar hears the verdict on their union-busting trial over fired staff. That is when people will finally get to play the stuff that those staff built.
They had a union bust. They have a union busting trial? That's hilarious. That's kind of funny.
But the game is actually available to download earlier, from November 12th. Now, in one sense, it's just a prudent thing. Console servers maybe won't get killed in release day because the downloads can be spread out over the week. The potential downside is data miners will be very busy that week trying to crack into the downloaded data to see whatever it is they can get. And the only way they'll be able to data mine is actually from that downloaded data, and that's because they won't be getting that data via a disk. Now, there is a physical version of GTA 6, but
it's got
the
the
thing that's
digital
physical
code, right?
is
Yeah.
basically whatever the game code is printed on, because there's
You
not
know
gonna
that there are people that are like cashing out their pensions to buy digital copies of Grand Theft Auto 6 because they think that there's going to be a shortage of games of Grand Theft Auto 6. You guys know that? They're trying to buy like hundreds of copies of the game because they think that they're not going to be able to get it. Bro, you get the game digitally. You're never going to run out of a digital version of a game. It's not possible. It's digital. You're a dumbass. Literally cashing out like pensions and taking out loans to buy as many copies of the game as that they could.
A disc inside the box. Now, you can get it from the 12th, but you'll still have to go and download the full game. I guess it just means you can get a box designed to hold
They're
the
trying
disc.
to scalp it. They're trying to actively scalp Grand Theft Auto.
That doesn't have a disc in it that you can place on your shelf. Obviously, preservation groups like Does It Play aren't really impressed by that. Some retailers have already said that they won't carry the game as a result of this, just out of principle. Of course, for those retailers.
Based on information current available, the physical release of Grand Theft Auto 6, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is expected to be coded in box product. As a result, VGP will not be offering it for sale under our current company policy. Value of physical game ownership as part of that commitment. We do not carry physical products for video game consoles that contain only digital downloads. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be part of it either because everybody knows what they're trying to do with this digital physical copy. We all know what you're trying to do. You're not fooling anybody. You sitting there crying about the cost of games, yet everything is fucking digital. Oh, but the cost of shipping and handling, bro, what you talking about? What you talking about? Huh? What you on about? What you crying about over there? Huh?
Well, they'd very much like to be selling the game and earning money from it. And of course, because they always do, petitions have appeared trying to reverse the decision. Don't think the petitions will be successful. But there are actually a few reasons for this bizarre-looking choice. First up, going back to an old rumor, Polish game site PPE pointed to a known European leaker who reckoned GTA's physical edition would be held back past launch in order to stop leaks. Strauss Zelnick himself, CEO of Take-Two, actually denied that. Though in reality, I do think they're both right. This is absolutely going to hamper data mining stuff, but also it stops opportunistic retailers from breaking the street date. And on top of all that, it means that right up to the 19th, Rockstar can keep patching the final build of the game. And that may be why the same leaker is now saying, as spotted by VGC, that actual discs will eventually be printed for sale by December. So if true, this won't necessarily kill the second-hand market for this game long-term, but it does make you wonder, why go through all that chaos and why risk the physical games audience? We have some numbers in this one. Take-Two sold 96.4% through digital channels in 2025. Yeah, physical is tiny these days. Estimates have digital overall at 90%.
The reason why physical is so small, I'll tell you guys why. Because it's more convenient just to download it online. If you have to wait for a physical copy, that means you've got to hope that it comes in at the right time in the mail. You have to go and pick it up otherwise. Getting a physical copy for a game on day one is just such a pain in the ass. It is. The thing is like, the market for people wanting physical games is coming to an end. It is. It's going to end, guys. I hate to say that. And I know I used to be on that train, that train, bus, boat, whatever you want to call it, of I only buy physical games because I want to keep them. The thing is like, even if you buy physical games nowadays, you still have to sign in. Like, for example, PlayStation 5 just recently did an update where you have, with some games, digital or physical, you have to connect to the internet after a certain amount of time, otherwise you get locked out of games. Like, it's not just a matter of if you own the copy now, like a physical copy of the disc. They're making it difficult even at the console or the developer side of things as well. So, like, it's going to get to a point where it's not going to matter if you have a physical copy or not. Like, they're going to, not to mention, like, printing the physical copies is also the reason why games are so damn expensive as well. And it's kind of like a double standard in most gamers, is like, you want the physical copy, I get that, but then you also can't complain about the $80 price tag. Because that's kind of like a given. That's why it's so expensive, you know? Though, I will say that even if they don't have physical copies and it's a digital-only download, they're still not going to lower the price, but it gives them one less excuse, if that makes any sense.
On Xbox and 80% on PlayStation. But because of that, you may be wondering, if physical is such a small thing, and let's be real, it's GTA, people will pretty much get it no matter what, then why would you even waste money making boxes, especially if the box is going to have a download code in it? Exactly. Why not a pure digital release? As Nico Partners director Daniel Ahmad puts it, it's, quote, the difference between having a retail presence and having a physical disc sold at retail. Basically, the point is, someone who walks into a big box store...
Think about how much money they save as well, because they don't have to do, like, percentages of the game towards the companies that are selling it, right? So, for example, instead of, like, you could sell it through Steam, through Rockstar Games, through PlayStation, and through Xbox, right? Digital only. You would save millions of dollars because you don't have to worry about giving a percentage to the store for holding the place. Like, for example, GameStop, Walmart, Target, wherever the hell else you go and buy this game, right? You would save a shitload of money that way as well. So, like, the thing is the way that games are going now, within the next 10 years, we will probably be a digital-only market, and a lot of places like GameStop will just be resale shops until they eventually get phased out. That's the future I see. Like GameStop is probably not going to last another 10 years. And a lot of these gaming sections that you see at these stores, that shit's probably going to go away as well. Because it'll all be digital only. They won't need to pay these other corporations to have a placeholder on the shelves. That'll also save millions of dollars.
And picks up GTA 6 because they recognize the brand is still a sale, purely by virtue of being
just
in
like
stores.
Blockbuster. Exactly like Blockbuster.
They get more exposure to more eyeballs. But it's not just that, and Amazon is actually a major factor in this.
Hell,
You
like,
see, Amazon...
it's kind of crazy because, like, you can't even say that there's no way that would happen. Walmart took the Xbox console off the shelves because they just weren't selling. They put something else in place of the Xbox One console that would sell because they just weren't making a profit off of it. They completely removed the Xbox from Walmart. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you don't get to just pay for the placeholder and then expect it to, like, you know, do the thing. It also has to sell.
Cannot sell you a PS5 digital code because of Sony's platform policies. But now, while Amazon can sell out of GTA codes in boxes an hour after the pre-orders start, because they can sell a pre-order code inside a physical box. They just cannot sell the code directly. It's quite weird, right? But ultimately, the reasons behind this all do come down to a fairly simple, overwhelming fact. Millions and millions of people want to buy GTA because it's GTA. There will be no other releases like GTA 6. This is a game that reaches way beyond the usual gaming crowd, but it is still one that's going to shape a lot of how games are sold for those of us who aren't just fair weather gamers. The price ceiling is now fixed. GTA probably could have went higher, but Take-Two just wanted to avoid even more sticker shock, and that's because $80 is still going to sticker shock so many people who still see $70 as being the top end. Let's be real, even though technically Mario Kart
I kind of wonder if I can send an email to Rockstar and get a free copy of the game. I wonder if I can do that. I might try to do that later.
Enter us into new territory being at 80. Loads of people
I'll just be like, look, I don't even want the $99 one. Just give me like a standard edition.
Cost 80. And the upshot of all this and the rest of the industry is that other developers have now got
see if they can give me a sponsor or something, you know?
Limited what they
I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. They have gambling in the game, right? So
charge.
it's all good.
And on the physical games front, well, physical games won't be killed by this launch.
Hey,
but
maybe if they give me a bunch of copies of the game, I can do a giveaway.
GTA is teaching other publishers how to still take advantage of stores down the line. Question is, what do they do with these lessons in pricing and physical games? How will it shake out? Can't see into the future, so I don't know, but we will see it play out over the next few years. Now, I know all this talk of price hikes can be scary. We've just seen price hikes, of course, with...
It's not scary. It's gonna happen because they want it to happen. Like, we're at a time now where we don't even need the digital copies of games, but they're gonna do it anyway, because that's what they do. Wait, what the fuck was this here? You didn't see that. Chat, you didn't see that. You didn't see that, chat. Don't lie. Don't lie, chat. You didn't see that. Let's get that daily dose of the internet in, boys. Boom!
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
Let me get y'all that link. Let me get y'all that linky. That linky. Oh, also, whenever the stream ends, I will probably put the Grand Theft Auto 6 link in the description of this stream, both streams. So if either stream that you click on from today will have the link, so you can go and pre-order your copy of Grand Theft Auto 6. So go check that out. Actually, you know what? Here, I bet I could do it right now. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'll do it right now. Oh, what? I bet. Let me see if I can. Can I not do it to streams that are already active? Oh, no, I can. Right here. Boom, 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 boom. Save. There we go. That's done. Look at that. Hot diggity damn dog. Products tagged. There you go, guys. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Well, hot damn. Look at that. Look at that there, huh?
Pilot got super close to a thunderstorm and saw an incredibly rare red sprite.
Red spray? What do you mean a red spray? Wait, what do you mean red spray? You mean on the radar?
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of
What
Internet.
does he mean about red
This pilot
spray?
got super close to a thunderstorm and saw an incredibly rare red sprite.
That's really cool, by the way. Oh, I saw it. Did you see it? Look, it's right here. You see it? Huh. That pan's gonna break. That pan's gonna break.
I'm ready.
Called it. That's what you get. That's what you get.
I am the ball this time. Focus on the ball.
What the fuck? How did that ball hit him in the face?
Ball this time. Focus on the ball.
How did that fucking hit him in the face? What? Where did it even come from, bro? The ball, like, fucking wormholed into his eyeball.
I am the ball this time.
How did that even happen? What? It didn't even hit anything. Bro, I'd be pissed.
Focus on the ball.
Kiss my ass. Huh. It just decided it was gonna go straight for his eye, I guess. Huh. Well, how do you like that, huh, guys? That ball said, not today, son. Not today.
Is this skill, luck, or a bit of both?
Whoa!
What? That's cheating.
No.
What? Yo, you need to get this child a lottery ticket. That's what you need to do. Dude, I love messing with little dogs like this. I love messing with them.
It's a good
so
thing they
fun.
decided-
My friend had a little tiny dog, right? A little tiny dog. Bro, and it would get so fucking shaky whenever I would show up at his house because it knew that I was gonna mess with it, right? Not that it was scared, but like it would just be really excited to see me because it knew that I would give it attention, bro. Like I would play with it a whole bunch, and it would get so worked up. And he's like, "Look what you do to my dog, man." And I'm like, "Hey, that's a good dog right there, man. You can't talk shit about him." And the dog will look up at me and just start going. Yeah, we just laugh at it, dude.
It's a good thing they decided to wear their helmets.
What is this?
Go ahead and get your...
Did it? What happened to the helmet? Oh, dude, her helmet fell off. Oh.
Go ahead and get your buffalo chicken wrap. No tomato. Wrong car. Oh, it's okay. It is okay.
Her mom doesn't let the dog go upstairs, so she had to teach her dog how to stay still.
Alfie. He's not there.
Come on, let's go downstairs.
No, there's not there. There's no one there.
Bullshit.
No.
That's his nose. That's his
No. There's no dog in there. Oh, you fucking traitor! He's a traitor!
Pulled up to Kings. Who the heck is Lanes?
Lanes.
My whole head, man. I flush myself.
What are you doing, bro? You know, this guy has way too much time on his hands. He's sitting here trying to do a handstand over tires. Oh, that's ominous. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like that. Bro, this is one of those scenes where you see Bigfoot walking across. Oh. Oh, no.
She was looking for her nanny cam and freaked herself out.
Oh, she saw herself in the nanny cam. Dingus. That's fun. If I ever have stairs in a house, I'm gonna do this. These are gonna be my stairs. Yep.
What did she say that offended the cat so much?
Oh! Oh no! Yo, that is scary. You just be chilling and then there's just massive whale that comes up behind you. Holy, bro. Holy! That, just the tail is bigger than him.
Excuse me, pilot?
Yeah.
I forgot to turn on airplane mode. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to apologize. Is that the reason why there was turbulence?
Yo, I bet they hear that all the freaking time. That has to be so annoying to hear. That's like the, whenever he's trying to scan something and it doesn't come up and then someone's like, oh, it must be free. No. It wasn't funny the first 30 times someone heard it. It's not 30 the 31st time. It's not funny the 31st time you hear it.
Sir, no, it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you.
Okay, thank you.
This egg came with a big surprise.
Oh, it's the double egg again. Huh. Just like a...
Got it. Ready? 3, 2.
Oh!
This bird doesn't know the meaning of fear.
Hey man, that's gonna get turned into some chicken. Y'all, anyone want some of that chicken? And they trying to blame windmills for these for these birds getting sliced up, man. They trying to blame the windmills. Man, at what point do you have to just realize that maybe some birds are just stupid? Man, oh man. That cow's trying to ride that motorcycle. Look at it go.
So, how did the sphere know he was looking at him?
Oh, look at that.
Presenting them with the most beautiful pebbles they can find. So, some school kids painted the pebbles to help them out.
Oh, look at that. Do you think rich people do the same thing? Do you think that, like, they whenever a rich person puts, like, a pile of money somewhere, they, like, just sit back and watch other people as they fight over the money? I feel like that's had to have happened at least once, right?
This student built a system that detects gas.
Really? Yo! Based? Why? Why?
So I guess that's one way to make noodles.
No way. Is he gonna do it?
Oh, brother. Bro. No way, man.
Is he gonna do it?
Oh, at least nobody was hurt. Holy jeez, bro.
Oh my god, holy
Do you think he fishes for compliments about his tattoo?
Bro. You know what my favorite thing is? Is that, like, I've been so brain, like, fondled that, you know, the first thing that came to my mind was, why does this guy have this tattoo on his hand? You know that some employer somewhere is going to say, we're not going to hire you, or you need to cover that gang tattoo up. You know that someone somewhere has heard that just for having a fishing pole on their forearm or something. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Oh, you cook now. You cook now.
It's not that. And on today's episode of Baywatch, Chris choked on.
Ooh. Yeah, well, Baywatch only lasts for so many seasons, right? Well, his just ended. The cat's like, yo, you gonna eat? Oh, God dang, bro. That cat wants some of that. Is that supposed to be Saitama? It's supposed to be Saitama from One Punch Man. That's creepy. That's so cool, though.
This guy's better at bowling than most people I know.
What's with the pole? Wait, what is the pole for? I've never seen the pole before. What does that do?
People were watching the ice drift down the river until this happened.
Ooh, man, look at that. Oh. Really? That's me right there, That's me right there. I be chilling, minding my own business, put my drink up on the thing, feel like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go on and enjoy. I'm just gonna go. Oh no, I said the forbidden word. I said I was gonna enjoy something. That's the forbidden word around here.
I think this lever is a bit stiff.
Yeah? Ah, dang, bro. That's ridiculous. What? Yo! I want one of these. I don't care about this. I want one of these.
Let's watch a gummy bear dance. This is potassium chlorate. And this right here is a gummy bear.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, fight gummy.
Gummy just became a piece of charcoal, huh? Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's gonna get you. It's coming. It's getting you. There it goes.
So, how does the water change color?
What the? Ew, what is that? Oh, nuh-uh. Nah. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't drink that. Nuh-uh. And you think that your job is safe. That's funny. You're a real funny person. You think your job is safe. This job used to belong to somebody. This used to be their whole livelihood. This supported their family, paid for their rent or mortgage, put their kids through college. Not anymore.
La Tomatina is the world's largest food fight that happens every year in Spain.
Really? Oh my gosh, dude, look at all that raw meat. Oh no, it's not meat, it's tomatoes. That's hilarious. I love how, like, there are actual starving kids in Africa, and some person in Africa, some person in America wants to lecture me on the starving kids in Africa. You barking up the wrong tree.
Tiniest turtle
Oh,
you've
look at that
ever
little
seen in your whole
turtle.
life. Look at my thumb. This turtle is like the size of my thumb.
It's like, lady, please put me down. Please put me down, lady.
Can you see it? It's so tiny.
He's just trying to help.
Y'all need help finding anything? Ma'am? Hey, ma'am, y'all need help finding something?
This isn't his first time getting told off.
Porque tú roba media y no sé si fuiste el que dañó la cama. Y tú también. No estés mirando por allá.
Whee! What the hell's going on here? What is this? The cat just gonna walk over. Oh. Uh-oh.
They created a 5-meter-long Kinect machine.
What the hell is this? This looks crazy. I completely forgot about Kinects, man. It's been so long since I've seen a Kinects anything. This looks crazy.
No! No!
What's going on here? What is this?
No! My baby, that was the best shot I've ever had.
Oh, the cat moved it.
It's so adorable, but at the same... No, stop! Stop!
Hey, Cat's like, this is
Like
mine
father,
now.
like son.
No! If anybody comes in here and
Sandwiches.
says, hey, can I get a pizza or a pasta? No!
Sandwiches.
They only sell sandwiches. That's it! Anything else, you go somewhere else.
And I bet there are still people that walk into that shop and ask if they sell pizza. Bet.
Anything else, you go somewhere else.
Yo, what a champ. Look at that.
I was recording. As long as it doesn't break through. Do you think it's gonna break through?
What is that? Oh, Jesus.
He must be incredibly...
Is that rain? There's no way. Is that rain or hail? What is causing that? Holy.
He must be incredibly dizzy after this.
Bro. Ah, dang, bro.
Ghost in here, bro.
Oh no! Man down!
I have a honk tag, and it says honk if you think I'm sexy. But I made this. I made a cup with a 500-pound magnet bolted through it. Drive around, and people are honking at me the whole time.
This guy would make a great Iron Man.
I changed the color into the letters.
I should walk like that.
That is crazy, bro. He had that.
To avoid imprinting on them.
That's hilarious. Hi. Hey, Cats, like, you gonna pet me?
This washing machine was built to help communities that still wash clothes by hand.
Does it feel easy or difficult?
Oh, it's a rat. There it goes. Yo, there's two up there. I didn't even see the other one. You know, these birds have nothing else better to do.
This is how you make spinach in space.
No, W Daily Dose of the Internet. W Daily Dose of the Internet. What time is it? We'll watch this some other time. All right.
Newly released police body cam from December 3rd, 2000.
Oh, here we go. This is more information about Henry Nowak.
25 shows Vikram Digwa murdering 18-year-old student Henry Nowak, falsely claiming Nowak assaulted him and racially knocked off his turban. Officers responded sympathetically to Digwa, reassuring him without handcuffs, while earlier video
That's crazy because they had like what, how many call-ins for people saying that there was a stabbing? Man, I never thought I'd actually see the day where you get stabbed for no reason and people call it in as a stabbing just to have the police handcuff you and you die. I never thought I'd see that day. I can't believe it's actually, you know, I've lived long enough to see the idiocracy at work. And then not even put the guy that did it in handcuffs and then drive him to a food place wherever he wanted to go.
them dismissing Nowak's pleas
sure
as
is
he bled
something, ain't
out from a five stab wounds. Okay, let's watch this. It's the face of Henry Nowak's killer.
Pushed my turban off my head, started grabbing my uncle hair, so I'm a seat.
Oh.
And he started grabbing my hair, started dragging me around. And obviously from there, then obviously altercations happened.
Really?
My brother's only seen it, stopped it. And
He started grabbing you, or he started dragging you around with your hair, you know, for having that thing in a man bun. It looks awfully kept up for somebody who was just dragged around with it by what, an 18-year-old? So you mean to tell me that this 18-year-old basically child knocked your head thing off, grabbed your man bun, and started dragging you around? Was that before or after you stabbed him?
Then started stumbling around, started climbing around all these sort of bits and bobs.
He was stumbling around.
So literally, I saw him from there, from the get-go, from there. I saw, look, mate, you clearly are obviously drunk. I said to him, carry on with your day. He said that, and then he started just escalating the situation, pulled me up and all this sort of stuff.
He wasn't even drunk. Let me see. Was Henry Nowak drunk? Did they do any testing to see if Henry Nowak had been drinking? It doesn't seem like anybody knows. Let me see if the AI will figure it out. Yes, blood tests and post-mortem analysts were conducted, which confirmed that Nowak's blood content level was below the legal drinking drive limit. So he wasn't drunk. He was fine.
As Digwa claims racism, attempts to save Henry Nowak's life are underway nearby. But it's the glare in Digwa's eyes from 99 lights that seem to be bothering him.
Can you turn the flashes off, sorry?
We can't, I'm afraid.
Is it over here then?
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you treat the murderer with special treatment. You know, you wouldn't want anybody to die, right? I mean, the flashing lights could really harm his eyes.
Sorry,
You gotta make sure that whenever you mass import people, that you give them all the best stuff, right?
A few good times as well.
Man.
So you've had an altercation with this guy?
Yeah.
Digwa never mentions that he stabbed Henry Nowak multiple times. Later, when asked by a police officer about a cut on Henry's face, he is evasive.
Do you know how he's got that wound then? How's he got that wound?
What wound, sorry?
Well, you said he's got blood on him. How's he?
It must have been when we punched him, but he did fall over here, so he was climbing all over these bins and stuff like that.
Oh, he fell down and hurt himself.
Then he fell over and then landed onto that car.
Okay.
Oh. Video time code
interesting.
suggests Henry had stopped breathing 13 minutes earlier, so he's dead at this point. Just before midnight, an officer wearing the body camera makes a decision.
Okay, mate, right. This is really important, okay?
This is really important.
The time now is 11:55. Okay, it's important, mate. All right, at this time, I'm arresting you on suspicion of attempt murder. Okay?
Huh?
Do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned. Something you may later write in court. Anything you do so may be given evidence.
Why am I getting arrested?
And necessary
Wait,
for a
what?
competent effective investigation.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, and for any further harm and injury.
It's crazy how many people think that running around and stabbing people in the chest with knives is perfectly legal. I don't know where this mentality came from, man, but like, man, the complete backwards evolution that we're doing here, where people seem to think that it's okay to run around and stab people in the chest, blows my mind. It does. And it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
You've got your side of the story, mate. We don't know what's going on here. Okay, so we need to find out, okay?
The length of the police body cam footage is 9 minutes. Digwa is never handcuffed.
With the gentleman that I've run through, have we got a van?
My favorite part is whenever he gets brought over to the fast food place and he gets to eat there. Or he doesn't get to eat there, but he gets to get food from there, right?
Get him down to...
Isn't that fun?
Okay, and we'll get it all sorted.
Bro gets like 5-star service from the police department.
But we need to find out what's happened, okay?
Mate, I've been raised.
I know.
I've been racially attacked. No, I'm not a murderer. I was racially attacked.
Okay. I know. But we don't know what's going on, mate. He's...
Not going to tell him that the guy's dead, so it's not going to scare the guy and make him run away. I think that's probably what happened. British police never handcuffed the man who murdered Henry Nowak.
No, but they sure did handcuff Henry Nowak and then let him choke to death on his own blood. Isn't that kind of crazy?
The police only handcuffed Henry as he was bleeding out. So let me get this straight. They don't handcuff the guy that they think could be on suspicion of murder, but they do handcuff the guy that's bleeding out that can barely speak. From an officer safety standpoint, this is absolutely insane. You have a guy that's been stabbed and you're arresting the guy who did it, who clearly has a knife. You don't think that he might stab you as a cop. Well, no, you can't say that they might stab you, because if you do that, that would be racist. Such a different interaction. Two-tier policing is clear as daylight.
Oh, I can't breathe.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
With the gentleman that I've run through, okay, and we'll get it all sorted, all right? I'm not saying you've done anything, mate.
Oops. Oops. I did not mean to click that.
That means if you're one of the more than 2 million New Yorkers who lives in a rent-stabilized apartment, your rent's going to be frozen next year.
Really?
So they froze the rent. Well, let's see what people are saying about this. 44% of rent-stabilized units in New York City are occupied by people born outside of the U.S. American-born citizens are subsidizing the foreign-born to live in our financial capital while driving...
Ooh, it's about time. Let's see how fast these people don't roach out that are immigrants that are living here, that have been getting free apartments. Let's see how quickly they don't actually just leave the country, because you know that little $200-300 they get from the government that we've been paying, that the government's been paying them every week. That's not gonna pay for their rent.
Driving up the prices on the remaining supply. Unless the laws of supply and demand have magically repealed, the price control won't be a win for very long. The market will adjust.
New York City faces a budget crisis of a historic...
You know why the market will adjust? The market will adjust because a bunch of illegals and immigrants that have flooded your city will be forced to move because they will no longer be able to afford the rent there. To own a one-bedroom little poop hole in New York, it's like $3,000 a month. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. And you know what's going to happen to the cost of living in New York? It's going to go down because they don't have subsidized government living anymore. And they're going to probably go back to where they came from because they can't afford to live in America anymore. And you know what's going to happen after that, Ma'am Dami? Crime's going to go down. And then businesses might actually go back to New York.
Magnitude. We cannot close this deficit with savings alone. We need new revenue, and we need a structural reset in our relationship with the state.
A structural We
are committed to governing with the fiscal responsibility this moment demands.
Well,
that is why we are standing together this morning to underscore what is at stake and to call on Albany to deliver additional revenue.
We need more money. We need more subsidizing for people who shouldn't be in the country. New York City Zoran Mandalme didn't balance the budget. He's lying to you. New York Governor Kathy Hochul pledged $8 billion in new state aid to New York City. Wait, so they gave him...
New York, proud to announce that our city's budget is fully balanced. This budget isn't just about numbers.
Well, what happened? What happened? I thought you said it was balanced. Why are you calling out to the governor or the mayor? The governor, I would assume, for more money. Well, why don't you just what you could do is just stop subsidizing immigrants, and then once you're done doing that, you can finally afford to pay for a free bus fare. See how it works out?
So they just gave him the money?
Many said the only way out of this was slashing services and passing an austerity budget. We rejected that. After months,
I bet you did. Just given $8 billion.
Months of painstaking work, that deficit is now
that's
zero.
Convenient.
Our city is now on firm financial ground. And that's not all. Thanks to Governor Hochul and our partners in Albany, we finally got a better deal for New York City. We're getting
the better deal is you get a bunch of money.
Billions more from the state to help tackle the gap.
Hochul forks over another $4 billion to bail out. Wait a minute. So
they just gave, holy crap! So they just gave New York, Ma'am Dami, $4 billion. Are you kidding me? What?
He got $8 billion and $4 billion, and there was a $12 billion deficit, and now there's not. Now, I'm not a math magician here, right?
Yeah, something seems to be
you
off.
have the governor that's literally begging them, please come back, we need the money.
I need people who are...
Oh yeah, they need corporations in New York because it was financing a lot of their stuff. I mean, that's just how it is, you know, like
high net worth.
But now that the corporations are fleeing New York en masse and everybody's leaving New York because they just can't afford to live there anymore, now they're crying. It's just like what I had said with Tim Walz in California. You need big business inside of your state, because the thing is if you're not having to drive an hour just to go to a CVS, then you're going to have to drive an hour to go into New York because you're not going to be able to live there. I mean, either way, you're not going to be like New York is so cooked that it would take some major reform and major crackdowns on crime and major governmental reform to fix that state. And it's sad that the United States government, above all other things, has to sit here and babysit New York.
Support the generous social programs that we want to have in our state. First step should be go down to Palm Beach and see who you can bring back home, because our tax base has been eroded.
Everybody's actually left New York.
How do you want free healthcare and unlimited foreign
That's what happens. Like, if you they thought that
immigration,
they thought that Americans were just going to sit in a place like New York and risk being shot and killed, or stabbed by some weird Sikh person, or having their head, or being beheaded. They thought that Americans were just going to sit there and take that, and instead they just fled the state. They just ran away from the state. They all left. Well, how are you going to be able to afford your immigrant housing if the government itself, the federal government, doesn't want to give you any more money, and the people that are your taxpayers that usually pay taxes in your state have all fled? You're going to be in a tight spot. You're going to be, you cooked yourself, man.
Great question. So,
You cooked
free
yourself.
healthcare, or rather, unlimited foreign immigration, happens because our priorities are about destabilizing other countries overseas. Where do you think migrants come from?
Every country's failure in the entire world is not because of the United States.
No, you're wrong. The world is already destabilized. The world has always been evil.
He's right. The chatter is right.
Buddy, we're trying.
I don't understand how trying to blame America for something that happened like 60 years ago is really my problem. I'm not 60 years old. I'm 31. I don't really care what happened 60 years ago. That doesn't give you the right to just go around and kill whoever you think you should be able to kill. You know what happens when that happens? When you go around and you kill people because you think that their death was granted to you 4,000 years ago, I think that we should just bomb your civilization until there's nothing left. That's what I think. I think that if that's really how you feel about a different civilization or any civilization on the planet, then I guess we just got to get rid of you, you know?
Trying to change that. We are the ones who destabilize the world.
The world has only been destabilized for 250 years. Before America was created, everything was totally fine.
That's right. Everything was perfectly fine over 250 years ago. That's the excuse. That's what I've heard whenever people brought up Cuba. They brought it up with Venezuela. They brought it up with Iran. It's the same argument that I've keep hearing. Well, it's America's fault, the reason why the world is the way it is. Okay, great. If that's the case, then we should just hand out bombs like an Oprah show. If your government is subsidizing all of the money from your income and keeping it at the top to the point where you guys have to worry about hospital lights going out because a content creator enters your country and is throwing a party, then we'll just bomb them and then let you guys take back over the government. How about that? That sound good to you?
Fine. Was America bombing Europe decades prior to World War I? Share of U.S. population by country of birth? Yeah, look at this here. It's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chatter. I dignified you with a response, but I think you might literally be too stupid to talk to. So yes, you're right. Undocumented migrants are coming in here, and I'm hoping that we can bring more of them so we can replace you racially.
And that is what must be reversed. I don't want
to... They just say it now. They just say it. That's exactly what they're... Like, it's crazy that the people like me and Asmongold and Tectone, even though Tectone's really fallen off, have been saying it, and now they're finally just saying it. Just say it. You look worse whenever you try to hide it, because you have to come up with all these lies in order to cover the first lie, which is that you actually care about Americans. You don't. And now that you've unveiled it, it's good.
But I think you might literally be too stupid to talk to. So yes, you're right. Undocumented migrants are coming in here, and I'm hoping that we can bring more of them so we can replace you racially.
And that's going to be the new way that they're going to talk, right here. That's going to be how they talk. And you know what's going to happen to them? Nothing. And you know why? Because we have a talker in the White House, not a doer. That's why. Trump has been a talker and not a doer. I want him to do more.
And that is what must be reversed. I don't want a Zoran that cares about Ethiopians, Somalians. Nothing personal. It's nothing personal, guys. I'm just not from those countries, and I think we need to focus on our own guys.
Exactly. Exactly. kind of want to see this. And Strait of Hormuz after U.S. retaliation strikes.
And welcome back in here to Live now from Fox. If you are
Yeah, by the way, we're retaliating for that vessel that got struck, by the way. If you guys are wondering, America's actually doing something for the vessel that got struck by the drone.
What I said about the Iran,
There we go. Actually, you know what? I'll save that. As much as I want to talk about that right now, I'm going to have to wait. Because there are a few other things I want to look at.
body cam from Henry Nowak case. Do we release police?
We saw that.
Is that Bungie had really, really, really big layoffs, right? And so...
Did we not see that already? Why is this there? Oh no. We'll have to watch that tomorrow then. We're already past the gaming segment. Where is this one?
Venezuela earthquake shit.
There we go. So yeah, I saw a little bit about the Venezuela earthquake. Didn't try to get into it. Apparently it was really, really bad. A lot of people died.
It's fucking crazy. Let me show you guys this. Give me a second. I'll pull it up. Look at all this.
Like, apparently it was like 6 really small earthquakes.
So this happened last night. I guess whenever I was ending my stream. This is insane. Look at that. This is how bad the earthquake was.
From everything that I've seen so far, it looked like the earthquake lasted maybe a minute.
Holy shit.
Like, it was really bad.
I mean, that's an entire building that collapsed.
And you know what we should do? We should send them aid. We should. We should send, we should round up a bunch of supplies and food and stuff and send them aid, send them money if we need to. Not constant money, all right? Not money for the next 30 years. But we can at least send over some people to start digging people out. You know, like some nice rebuilding money, you know, stuff like that. Doctors, medical personnel. And the second that they start running people off, well, then we just don't do it anymore.
Oh my God.
It would help out with relations, especially since, you know, we went and did the snatch and grab with Maduro. It'll help with any tensions that they might have, and it'd make America look good, and then we'd be helping out allies. So there you go, you know. But the second that any of our people start getting into any kind of trouble, out.
Wow.
Look at that. That looks like something out of like 2012, the movie, like the apocalypse movie. Look at it, bro. The street light.
I usually don't say stuff like this.
I thought that was a damn street. I was like, where the hell did the street light go? I thought it was the motorcycle.
So it might come as a surprise, but I actually think this is an instance where Trump should come in and try to actually provide them with some aid.
Yeah.
Because we kidnapped Maduro.
No.
Tensions with Venezuela are really high, and I think this could really help make things better.
Yeah, I agree.
He is? Oh, for real? Let me see.
Oh,
Bro,
really? So for one,
this is a perfect opportunity. Of our government to get ready and
the two major earthquakes. There was 2 major earthquakes that just hit the great people of Venezuela are both massive in scale and have left devastating numbers of death. How many people have they found so far? Let me see. How many people died in the Venezuelan earthquake? So far, 920 people have died.
Move quickly. We will be there for our new and great...
There you go.
My boy. That's my boy. See, that's what you... My dad remembered when fucking, Venezuela was the 4th largest economy in the world.
Venezuela was the 4th largest economy in the world? Really? Bro, we got to get rid of these communist regimes that aren't willing to do what it takes to actually serve the citizens of their country. Like, straight up, bro.
This was in like the 50s and the 60s. There's no reason that this country shouldn't be rich.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Venezuelan women are hot? Okay, well that's I mean I still think you would help them even if they weren't as hot. I think this is a good thing to do. You don't feel weird? Do you feel relieved? Yeah, I know. But I'm sure there's some people in the country that are, whenever you have a foreign power, this would be good. 11. Holy, yeah, Earth is shifting.
7.5. Damn, boy, 7.5.
I don't know. I'm not, like, I was.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't get hit with a tsunami. Usually these things are followed up by tsunamis.
188 have been found, were found dead. And they found 3,040, 3.4K alive. Major deadly quakes, 228,000. Holy shady earthquake.
Look at that. Oh, he grabbed the TV. He said, to hell with everything else, I need this TV to live, man. Damn, boy.
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'd be so terrified to be that high up with an earthquake, bro.
Mierda. He's holding the TV. He's smart. That's probably the most expensive thing. I mean, that's a nice flat screen TV. Oh, he's not even holding it. Bro, like, maybe it's improper to say. What a great advertisement for that TV. What a good TV stand. 7. One was 7.5. The other one was 7.2. That's what it said.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy earthquake, man.
On that other infographic that we saw.
That's a biggin.
I can.
This is the part where the kaijus come out of the ocean, and we have to make Jaegers in order to fight them. If you guys were wondering where that part in our timeline was, that was part of the Pacific Rim franchise. That time's now. Just so we're aware.
Versus the Iran deal. Obviously, this is a very
okay.
Very sad thing. I'm happy that Trump is sending over people to help. I think that it's long overdue.
You remember what I said about the Iran deal? Obvious.
Yeah, the Iran deal that was never going to work. So, here we go.
This is a very foolish violation.
So, what I read and looked at yesterday was one drone that hit a tanker. What I didn't realize was that it wasn't just one drone because, if you can't hate Legacy enough, you really can't hate Legacy enough. They sent a group of drones, like 4 or 5 of them, and they managed to shoot down all but one.
The Islamic Republic.
America has retaliated, and then, as of new reports, there have been new bombings for the tankers.
Republic of Iran shot at least 4 one-way attack drones at ships traversing the Strait of Hormuz. Because the IRGC is so fragmented and there's no actual central leadership, here is what it takes for the...
I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. If they know that in Lebanon, their forces, the Hamas or Hezbollah terrorists, are being pushed back by Israel, they know what they're doing in that Strait of Hormuz. You're playing a fool's game. I think that if they want to sit here and continue to play this game, and it leads back to full-scale war, if I was president of the United States, I would use everything from atomic to biological warfare. I would. And then I would mobilize the Kurds, the United States Army, and the Israeli forces to systematically go throughout the entire Middle East and bomb and annihilate every single one of these terrorists using everything that lay before me, including napalm. I would make it my life's goal to get rid of these people because they are destabilizing multiple countries in the Middle East. They are causing problems for everybody in the world. Even when we bombed them, they had 3 terrorist attacks in the same day after we bombed them. These guys are not trying to assimilate with cultures. They're trying to come up with every excuse in the book to systemically and systematically kill any other oppressive, any other force that they come in contact with. And I would tell the places like the UAE, Lebanon, Beirut, and Kuwait that if they don't systemically or systematically kill these terrorists as well, we will be bombing their government and forcing them to change. And I would give them 48 hours to figure out what they're going to do. That's exactly what I would be doing. I would be, and from there, we would be cleaning house. There wouldn't be a single thing as the United States president that I wouldn't have at my disposal to get rid of these people. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we're even putting up with this nonsense. It's ridiculous that the countries that are around these terrorists are sitting here and dealing with this. It is.
The peace agreement. One little guy, one stupid asshole with a couple of lawnmowers and sends them over at a ship, and it ruins the entire negotiation. One of the drones solidly hit the upper deck of a large and very expensive cargo carrying ship. Damage was done, but the ship was able to proceed on its way.
Oh, the birds are battling it out right now? Hold on. Let me see. Are they really? No shit. Hold on, give me a second. I should really get a second monitor for this, huh? Let me see. Let me go back to the Discord. Where is... Oh, Towsy TV. I can't look at Towsy TV because I sent them an email and I never heard back from him. So I don't know. IRGC just launched an attack on another oil tanker. Actually, that's a Reddit post. That should be okay. Oop, come on. There he goes. Another oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman. Lucas Fox News. Ship attacked in Strait of Hormuz for a second time since Thursday, hours after U.S. airstrike against Iran. Okay. The master of tankers has been reported. An unidentified projectile. The vessel sustained damage to their bridge. All crew are reported safe. No environmental damage. Iran launched a drone attack against Bahrain. Are you kidding me? Really? A blatant violation of sovereignty, a flagrant threat to the society of citizens and residents, and blatant breach of international norms. You see, the thing is that these people that have lived in the Middle East, these governments that have had to deal with these ass clowns for 50 years, they're so used to just being given the middle finger by this organization that they don't even understand or comprehend the fact that they don't have to live like that. Israel doesn't have to live with constant missile threats and people that have shelter in place sirens. They don't have to live like this, guys. They don't. No one has to live like this. No one has to live like this. Nobody does. This is crazy. Breaking in the Lebanon army has begun cracking down Hezbollah supporters trying to burn down Beirut Lebanon. It's about time. It's about time that they started getting their ass in gear. Can I show this? Okay, I would assume that I can't show this because it's not can I show is this or is this TOS? Can I watch this? I'm not going to see nobody dying, right? It's publicly posted. It's on X though. Let me pull up Discord in this one and see. Let me pull up Discord on my other desktop and see. Yeah, I definitely can't show this. It looks like there's a bunch of like people just being beat. That's what it looks like. Yeah, no, I can't. I definitely can't show this. It looks like soldiers that are beating people. Unclassified update. CENTCOM has released footage of U.S. military obliterating drone storage facility and radar sites in Iran following RGC attack on cargo ships. I'd imagine the next response from 47 will be much more intense if Iran keeps violating the ceasefire. So this happened at 11. So that means that they've already retaliated again. They've already retaliated again.
Knock down the other 3. Obviously, this is a very foolish violation of our ceasefire agreement.
A hissy fit like they did 30 years ago, and the military came in. The military should have came in back then as well. I think that the issue is that Lebanon is more scared of the U.S. government than they are of the Hezbollah soldiers. That's what I think. I think that if America is threatening these governments, a lot of these governments are going to start systemically killing them. Hezbollah, that is. Because they'll be backed by the United States government, and if anything happens to them, then they know that the U.S. will come in and mop it up.
Will they face any consequences?
Well, you'll find out.
You'll find out.
Don't like the fact.
Why do they ask him this? They do realize that if it's a classified military strike, they're not just going to divulge any information. They're not just going to say what he's going to do. Why? Like, you really think he's just going to say it?
That they took a shot yesterday. Actually, 4. We knocked down
4
3,
shots
at a ship, not an Allied ship, but a ship, a very expensive ship. They shouldn't be doing that. So you'll find out.
Will the U.S.
You'll find out exactly.
Will the U.S. respond? What is your message to
Will I respond? You're going to find out.
Reports that several explosions have been heard in Sirak. 6 USAF planes are currently reported flying over the Strait of Hormuz in the UAE. This would mark the first of the U.S. strikes in the region since the Memorandum of Understanding.
Oh, yeah, you mean the Memorandum of Stupidity? Because that's what it is. It was always going to be a joke. Look, if Trump doesn't solve this, then the next president is going to have to. That's what it's always going to be. Just solve the problem. These guys are literally going through and like It just blows my mind. There's even protests in Lebanon now against Hezbollah. I mean, in Palestine. Palestinians are protesting Hezbollah. And you know what's really sad is you don't even see that anywhere. Asman looked at it yesterday. The Palestinians are protesting the Hamas or Hezbollah, whatever terrorist organization is in Palestine. And the last time that they did this, they were killed by that terrorist organization. Like,
was signed.
Nobody wants these guys, man.
I just spoke to a senior U.S. defense official, and those airstrikes are ongoing as we speak. So this is not over. The response by the U.S. military to that strike by the IRGC using a one-way attack drone targeting that Singapore flagship overnight. But there are still more targets that CENTCOM is going after as we speak. We had heard about those original 3 airstrikes in Sirik, Iran. Those were from local reports on the ground. We learned from the CENTCOM statement that it was drone storage sites that have been really tormenting
Is that all they're striking is just the drones? Bro, like, I'm sorry. Look here. If you're going through the trouble of striking this shoreline, push inwards. Push them back. Take the land. Like, if bombing the sites isn't working, then just take the damn land. Iran launched drone strikes. We saw that. What is this? IRGC soldiers have reportedly been ambushed by... Oh, look, here it is right here. I just pulled it up to look for it, too. Big grain of salt with this poster. IRGC soldiers have reportedly been ambushed by Kurdish militias. Yeah, like... Hold on, wait. Let me... Where'd my... Oh, here it is. Let me double check this. Are the Kurdish fighting the IRGC right now?
Conflicts between Kurdish opposition groups and the IRGC. The IRGC is attacking Kurdish military locations along the Iran-Iraq border, especially in the Kurdistan region of Iraq.
Oh, so they're getting absolutely owned. The IRGC is getting annihilated right now. It's like I've been saying, I feel like all Iran was really trying to do, or the IRGC, is they were just trying to get more military power, and they were going to try to do some kind of weird tactical, like, advantage. And the thing is that the opposition is just pushing them back so heavily that they can't even take the Kurdish bases now. I'd imagine all that new hardware that America sent to the Iranians that they decided to help themselves to are what's leading to that. That's crazy, bro. Is there anything else about this? No, that's it. But yeah, this is true. This is going on right now. Israel military carried out a double tap strike on vehicles in the Al-Maghaza camp, Gaza, earlier today. The strike killed 3 occupants. At least one of them had strong ties to Hamas. Holy. So that must be the Hamas leader that the Palestinians are protesting. Okay, so this all links back together. So the people in Palestine are protesting Hamas, and it's because they held a funeral for a general that was a Hamas terrorist general or whatever, like a high-ranking leader. And now that, okay, this is all coming full circle now, boys. Holy crap, Rachel. Yo, it's a good thing you said something in chat, man. The IRGC Command Center, Air Defense System, radar installation, drone storage facility, and missile launchers were targeted by the U.S. Navy and Air Force across the Iran after IRGC attacked commercial vessel. Okay, so that one we already kind of know about. So everything else past this point is all going to be like brand spanking new. Damn, so like they getting like triple pounded over there, huh? Maybe they shouldn't have done it.
In the Strait of Hormuz.
Maybe they shouldn't have done it.
Still try to play games with potentially charging tolls in that area, which would be against the MOU. So right now, the fact that the strikes are still continuing, and CENTCOM did put out that statement, is surprising to me, because usually we get a statement when these kind of strikes are finished.
You know what they should do? America should just continue to give air support to that area, like just keep dropping bombs on that area, and just let the ships keep moving. Straight up, just let the ships keep moving.
But I think
what drone strikes they have
obviously,
left? It's easy to shoot a drone off, bro. Like, you can do that in, like, your backyard.
You don't even have to shoot the drone. They have, like, radio wave lasers that, like, destabilize the drone or, like, discombobulate it and make it, like, fall down. You don't even have to shoot the drone itself. You don't have to.
and it's clear that they're trying to send a very strong message to the Iranians to basically cut it out. That
Why is Aswan supporting a peace in Iran? The only peace in Iran is when the IRGC are dismantled and dead. There is either a totalitarian religious oppression of the people that is being subsidized by China
and that's basically what I just said. Like, you need to completely suppress this religious radicalism, because the thing is like, their religion isn't the problem, it's how much of them are radicalized. They've effectively turned Iran into a military country. That's effectively what they've done. They've used infiltration tactics to send out immigration, and a lot of these countries have taken them into the point where now they're, like, for example, when it comes to Palestine, Lebanon, how they're moving missiles up to buildings and striking Israel. Well, the government obviously knows about this, but they're probably too damn scared to do anything. You've got to systemically oppress and annihilate this group of people because they are continuing to be problematic for every country in the Middle East.
Russia for cheap oil. There's no universe where the IRGC maintains its control and you don't have a huge problem.
It's the U.S. military.
Like, they've effectively tried to do the secret crusades. That's what they've tried to do here.
To know that they're responding, and it's
and there shouldn't be a single tool that the United States president shouldn't use to completely mist these people. Like, mist them. Everything, every weapon, every country that you can utilize, every weapon you can utilize to completely obliterate this oppressive force that is trying to destabilize the Middle East should be used. Every lever you can pull, every button you can push, every stop that you can do, use it. Get this over with. Finish the damn job.
To stop these ships going through the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what they said before, right? Obviously, that's what it's going to be. Central Command conducted strikes against Iran, a powerful response yesterday's attack on a commercial ship. U.S. struck an Iran missile and drone storage location, unwarranted aggression against commercial shipping by Iranian forces. And this is another component, too. They're attacking civilian ships. So people want to complain about
They're using their religion to effectively... They're using their religion to systematically kill people and terrorize people all over the Middle East. Look, I'm sorry. If they didn't want this, they could easily fall out of Lebanon, because we all know that the proxy terrorists are directly linked to Iran. They are. They've pretty much made it very obvious what's going on here. And the thing is their conquest is over. It's over. The world has awoken to this nonsense. Everybody sees what's going on. They need to be forced back into their own country. They do. Them going around and harming innocent people and not even military installations, this has to stop. It has to stop.
Law, war crimes. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to just blow up random ships in the middle of the ocean in international waters. Like, you're not allowed to do that.
Exactly.
Let's take our country back!
Yeah, look at that. Britain's done too. They're done with this, dude. Every country in the world is done with this. You can't even hide it anymore, man. You can't hide it.
Powerful allies amplify.
You just can't hide it. That's CNN. I don't want to watch CNN because I feel like they're going to
Just joining us, we're continuing to follow this breaking news as Iran launched a drone assault targeting Bahrain while a ship in the Strait of Hormuz separately came under attack today, likely Tehran's response to overnight airstrikes by the United States.
So yeah,
Now,
they've already, like, the war's kind of just kicked back up. They've already started trying to bomb another tanker this morning, on top of the one that they hit yesterday. And they're also trying to hit Bahrain.
Attacks across the Persian Gulf raised some concerns about the Iran war continuing, even after Iran and the U.S. reached an interim deal to try and agree on a final accord.
Wait, run that by me again?
Now, the attacks across the Persian Gulf raised some concerns about the Iran war continuing, even after Iran and the U.S. reached an interim deal to try and
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't want to sit here and keep American forces in the Middle East simply because you've got a bunch of kindergartners running around hitting people. I just don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to treat this civilization like a child. If you go around and you try to blow up boats and send an army to attack the Kurds, or you do this nonsensical BS that you've been doing, I think that it's time that you get your toys taken away, and you should just be put in timeout. Like, and timeout means the box. You should just be put in the box.
Agree on a final accord,
like the one that's
to end
8 feet under box.
Conflict. The U.S. had launched its airstrikes in response to an Iranian drone attack on a ship trying to get out of the strait on Thursday. I wanted to bring you some of this footage here, and this is from Central Command. Along with this statement that read, U.S. Central Command forces conducted strikes against Iran June 26th as a powerful response to yesterday's attack on a commercial ship that was transiting the Strait of Hormuz. I also wanted to put up the post here of that text.
U.S. CENTCOM commander forces conducted strikes against Iran June 26th as a powerful response to yesterday's attack on a commercial ship that was transiting the Strait of Hormuz.
U.S. aircraft struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations and coastal radar sites after Iran hit a container ship on June 25th with a one-way attack drone. The Singapore-flagged cargo ship was exiting the Strait of Hormuz along the Omani coast at the time of Iran's attack. We do have this live look courtesy of Marine Traffic of the Strait of Hormuz this morning. Now, meanwhile, today, a multinational maritime body overseen by the U.S. Navy said that it would expand a route near Oman in the strait to allow for both inbound and outbound traffic.
Good.
Iran targeting
Good.
Bahrain likely was not.
That's what should have happened before. This should have already been happening. Like, there's no reason why we haven't been doing this. Straight up.
Accidental. The kingdom has been one of the strongest critics of Iran and is home to the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet. And if you remember, it just hosted U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio for a meeting of the Gulf Cooperation Council's foreign ministers, which ended with a call for an end to Iran's attacks and the strait to be completely open. A statement from Bahrain's foreign ministry said a number of Iranian drones targeted the country. It called the attack a, quote, flagrant threat to the security of citizens and residents. Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard earlier today issuing a statement carried by the state-run IRNA news agency saying it had targeted several locations, quote, of the U.S. terrorist army in the region. It did not name what areas were targeted. Now, the U.S. Military Central Command said the military...
So that must be the Kurds. They must know something that we don't that's going on with the Kurds in the U.S. That must be the Kurds, right? That's what they're talking about? A blatant violation of its sovereignty, a flagrant threat to the security of citizens and residents, and a blatant breach of international norms. Iran launched a drone attack against Bahrain. Bahrain's foreign ministry called the attack a blatant violation of its,
It struck Iranian missile and drone location. Now, the U.S. terrorist army in the region, saying it had today issuing a statement carried by the state-run IRNA news agency saying it had targeted several locations, quote, of the U.S. terrorist army in the region. It did not name what areas were targeted. Now, the U.S. Military Central Command said the military struck Iranian missile missile and drone locations and coastal radar sites in the overnight strikes. But I wanted to put up this post here from Vice President J.D. Vance, who has led the American negotiations with Iran, and he shared this to social media just last night that Iran should, quote, pick up the phone if there are disagreements about the ceasefire agreement. And he says, but
the disagreement was the ceasefire itself. They never wanted the ceasefire. The entire time that we've been at a ceasefire, we've ceased and they fired. That's been the entire thing. Did you really think that that would matter once they signed something on paper? And you know how you know that this bogus BS that Asman was trying to push about it being splintered, right? You know how it's bogus? Is because when you've got the Iranian government trying to continuously blame America whenever America is forced to retaliate, because they can't just not send their stupid little drones into commercial vessels. They're not striking military targets. They're trying to kill normal people, for fuck's sake. That's the problem. They're not trying to... And then Iran is still backing them whenever they get, like, completely blown up, and then Iran's like, oh, you did all these things, and it's like, you can't use the IRGC as splintered argument if you're actively trying to defend them. It doesn't work anymore. It's no different than Lebanon. You can't say that you don't have proxy terrorists if Israel blowing up terrorists in Lebanon is the reason why you don't want to sign the peace treaty. Your days of using this secret police system, it's over. It's done. It's BS.
Will be met with
but you see, we don't have contact with the military down at the Strait of Hormuz. And you see what had happened was, it doesn't matter what happened. They're dead now. They're dead. It just doesn't matter. What is that? Leaked recording Xavier becomes a HHS under Biden saying illegal immigrant children in an assembly line. What the fuck? Yo, that's cooked.
The U.S. and Iran are still negotiating terms of the deal, including issues such as getting ships through the Key Strait and addressing the future of Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium. Under the interim deal, the two sides have 60 days to work out the details.
U.S. military launches new strikes on Iran after cargo ship attacks. It's sad that it's attacks. Now, it's not just the one thing, it's attacks.
Retaliatory strikes on Iran, taking out coastal radar sites and missile and drone storage locations, all in response to an Iranian attack on a cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz.
And the situation is escalating. This morning, Tehran claims that their Navy targeted U.S. military positions in the region.
Rebecca Castor is live in Washington with the details. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, guys. This is the most significant test to the initial peace deal since it was reached a week ago. U.S. Central Command released this video showing one of its strikes on Iran yesterday. A senior U.S. official says U.S. forces struck 4 targets located along Iran's coastline.
That's it? Bro, like, look, I like Donald Trump, but he ain't doing enough, man. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on, but I want somebody that is more aggressive than Trump. Trump seems to be a talker, and I've kind of like started saying that more and more. Bro, they literally trying to take out like civilian vessels. These guys are trying to hurt civilians in the Middle East. They can't even take out the military targets. They have to sit here and harass and try to kill civilians because they're too damn weak to take out military targets. It's so sad to see that the United States can't even say, hey, look, we'll take care of this, don't worry about it, because whenever you have a bunch of drones and one of them like blows up a tanker that's just trying to a ship that's just trying to go through the strait to make a delivery, and all we do is strike them 4 times. Like, if I was an insurance company, I'd look at that and be like, nah, dude, I'm good. We just gonna go ahead and keep the tankers there. We're not gonna move them. Straight up. Like, I like, no.
Bordering the Strait of Hormuz, as well as on Qasem Island. This was all in response to Iran striking.
I want the strikes that are retaliatory towards the tanker to be so overwhelming it terrifies them to do it again. That's what I want.
Singapore flagged cargo ship in the strait, a direct violation of the Memorandum of Understanding, which was supposed to ensure safe.
Now let's go back to war. Fantastic. Iran did what we knew Iran would do. Let's go back to war. Let's continue to bomb the shit out of the land.
Transit for all commercial vessels. Vice President J.D. Vance saying, Iran signed a ceasefire agreement. We have honored it. If they have disagreements about how the MOU is being applied, they can pick up the phone, but violence will be met with violence. And this morning, Iran's Revolutionary Guard claims they've responded to the U.S. attacks, saying in a statement, the IRGC Navy targeted the positions of the U.S. Army in the region in response to a U.S. airstrike.
Is that what they were doing? Is that what they were doing when they were blowing up that tanker wasn't even ours. It wasn't going to us. It was going to a different country. What are you doing?
Repeated our response will be broader than this. Iran did not identify the targets or say where they were located, but Bahrain's foreign ministry says several drones targeted its territory early this morning. The country says the incident endangered civilians and that Iran is responsible for undermining peace efforts by continuing attacks. Despite this, the fragile ceasefire still seems to be holding. White House officials were expecting flare-ups like this, but are still committed to the deal, at least for now, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca. Let's turn now to some other headlines.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on.
Damn, bro. Look at here we go. Here we go. Let's go, America.
900 people are dead and tens of thousands
Hold on.
are still missing.
Hold on. Give me a second. This is Venezuela.
In Venezuela after following 2 massive earthquakes on Wednesday. Crews from the U.S. arriving in the devastated
Bro, that
country
looks like
yesterday.
dominoes. Look at what that earthquake did to this building. It just looks like a domino, bro. That's awful.
Wednesday. Crews from the U.S. arriving in the devastated country yesterday to assist in relief efforts. Chanley Painter joins us now with the details. Good morning, Chanley.
Let's go.
Well, good morning, Charlie. So far, hundreds of U.S. search and rescue specialists have been sent to Venezuela to help in recovery efforts after the back-to-back earthquakes.
Damn, bro. Look at that devastation. That's really sad. I hope the boys and the boys can get them some help, you know? I hope they can dig out a lot of those trapped people that are down there.
Today that have claimed the lives of at least 920 people.
Damn,
more than
bro.
3,300 others are injured and another 51,000 are missing. The Pentagon has sent transport planes, helicopters, and 2 ships, while Space Force is providing satellite imagery
Hey, Space Force, let's go!
of devastated areas to relief planners.
We're helping Venezuela. They had a tremendous earthquake. A lot of people killed and unbelievable, right in Caracas. And we have a lot of people over there helping.
Venezuela says there are also more than 860 volunteers from at least a dozen countries around the world that have arrived so far in an effort to help the Venezuelan authorities who
let's go.
appear to be overwhelmed by the massive scale.
You see how quickly we were able to help them because we don't have to worry about all the supplies being taken by a dictator / a communist-like regime. Look at
disaster. The United Nations has said it is sending 1,000 emergency responders in 25 search and rescue teams from across the globe who are also on their way. And as of this morning, Authorities say they have rescued some 243 people working around the clock.
It's a doogie.
And this is video of firefighters giving a trapped dog water before
Hey,
digging.
they're gonna get you out, little buddy. They're gonna get you out. Don't worry about it, big dog. They're gonna get you.
This is video of firefighters giving a trapped dog water before digging it out of the rubble to safety. And yesterday, another 4.7 earthquake was reported off the Venezuelan coast, guys. Back to you, Charlie.
So tragic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chandler.
So there was another earthquake yesterday. Damn, bro. What's going on with the, what is that, like the Pacific? Newt Gingrich? This is why America is great. America's always great. America's the best country in the world.
Gingrich, one of my favorites of all time, former Speaker of the House, former history teacher. Newt Gingrich, why is America great?
Well, I think America's great primarily. And by that, he doesn't mean going out and conquering. He means that
we should.
In Washington, two great people to cover this story for us. Chief Congressional Correspondent Chad Pergram and Olivia Beavers, a Wall Street Journal reporter who covers Congress. Great to have both of you with us today. Olivia, let me start with you. You know, it's clear that just listening to President Trump just now and hearing Republicans who know the history of almost always losing your party's majority in the House when you get to the midterms, that they smell blood in the water right now with this thing. And Alyssa Slotkin's putting her finger on that as well and saying, we need a shake.
I don't think it's going to matter. I'll tell you why it's not going to matter is because a lot of the Democrats just have this, they have this one same opinion. They all hate Agent Orange, okay? They despise the Tangerine Warlord, and they are willing to do whatever it takes, even putting aside their dislikes to go to that one goal. And based on Trump's performance this past couple months, I would say that there's a good chance that he's going to be losing some seats in the House, for sure.
If we think we're going to get the big numbers that we're hoping for in the midterms, how does that process look to you? Do you think this is nationwide for Congress, or do you think this is just an isolated thing in New York?
Well, you're still going to see that play out in terms of whether you're going to see more Democratic Socialists or more progressive candidates winning their seats. But New York, you definitely saw some sort of strong representation, and it was not the people that Hakeem Jeffries had endorsed. I thought Slotkin's comments were interesting. Not in terms
out
of
to the pasture.
timing, but also in terms of the grander sort of pointing out a division in the party. And we've been seeing that taking place for a while now. There are divisions on policy. How far do you push the policy? There are divisions on approach. How intensely do you try to challenge the Trump administration? And even now, talking to Democrats, some of them are not even sure whether, if they win the majority, whether they should use or jump fully into impeachment proceedings if they find that the president has done something wrong. This party.
Oh, yeah, because, that totally works, right? What would this be, like the third time? This will be the third impeachment? Man, that's crazy. I feel like at this point, if you're a president and you don't get impeached, it's like you haven't gotten your badge of honor. You haven't done enough things right to piss enough people off to get impeached. Oh, by the way, Walrus Man got arrested yesterday. Walrus Man has pled guilty. Walrus Man's in a lot of trouble.
That they're not entirely sure about.
We're going to talk about that too.
If you can't figure out how to unite us, we're going to have major problems. And also, just to point out, she's also someone whose name is being raised as a 2028 presidential contender herself.
Absolutely, yeah. So, Chad, I want to play a bit of a quick pull aside that you did on the street with Representative Larson. But first, we're going to hear from James Comer. These are back to back. So Comer's assessing what
I kind of want to see that now. Let's look at that. Where's Walrus Man at? Why aren't they talking about Walrus Man? They really didn't talk about Walrus Man? What the heck? Did Asman post that video yet for it? Let's see. Yep, here it is. Perfect. Here he is right here.
Former White House security advisor John Bolton pleaded guilty on Friday in federal court to unlawfully retain.
Pled guilty. He pled guilty. I want y'all to remember this. He pled guilty. From what I understand, this is the same guy that did that nonsense with Trump whenever he got out of office.
Classified information. This dude roached out on Trump. Trump sacked his entire fucking house, turned that shit over, threw this, went, and I think they arrested him, and now this is what's happening.
John Bolton held a number of positions of extraordinary public trust in the United States government, culminating in being the national security advisor to the President of the United States.
Yep.
John Bolton betrayed that trust,
obviously,
roached
in
out.
extraordinary fashion.
Little bitch.
By unlawfully retaining and unlawfully disclosing.
You see that
the
retarded
information
walrus?
with which
Walrus
he
on
was
Ozempic?
entrusted.
The fuck out of
Kelly
here.
provided a very good summary
Fuck
of that
you.
today for those of you that weren't in the change of plea. And the United
Yeah.
States will have more to say about that at sentencing. That if you leak America's secrets or if you mishandle them, the United States Department of Justice, National Security Division, and our U.S. attorney partners will be there to prosecute you.
That's right.
Isn't that amazing? I am. Bolton's the one that caused the FBI raid on Trump. Shouldn't have fucked around. Shouldn't have done it. Like, that's the thing, is like, again, and this is a deal, a $2.25 million fine. This is his plea deal.
He's going to get 5 years in prison. And by the way, he pled guilty. He took the plea deal.
And up to
He's
five.
probably going to die in prison. Even if it's 5 years. Isn't he like super old? How old is John Bolton? How old is John Bolton? He's 77. He's going to die in prison. There's no way, dude. He's 77.
Years in prison. So this is him. This is him a while ago.
Then he has committed very serious crimes. This is a devastating indictment. I speak here as an alum. Then he has committed.
Look at what news broadcaster this mo goes on. He's on CNN. Look at that. CNN. Wow, guys. Isn't that what all those people were trying to go, why are you watching Fox News? Although you watching Fox News, I'll just go to CNN so I can hear my falsified information, right?
Very serious crime.
Allegedly it's falsified. I mean, they've only been sued and had to do retractions so many times.
This is a devastating indictment. I speak here as an alumnus of the Justice Department myself, because not only is it powerful, it's very narrowly tailored.
Bro, it's funny because they never thought that Trump would get back into office. They were trying to pull and push all the levers and buttons they had to in order to make sure that Trump didn't get back into office, as far as putting him in jail. And it didn't work. And you know what happened? Now you're in jail and you pled guilty. You said you did it, bro. Man, bad day, huh?
Didn't throw everything up against the wall to see what would stick. This really
But that's
is
actually exactly what you did.
A rifle shot, and I think it should be the end of Donald Trump's political career.
Well.
But I don't think he cared about the classification system. I don't think he appreciated the sensitivity of this.
Man, the hypocrisy seems kind of instilled in, doesn't it? It's kind of crazy how hypocritical these people are. They'll do anything to push their own narrative.
Information, and he didn't appreciate the sensitivity of how it was often acquired, the so-called sources and methods.
Really?
So this had been briefed to him before I arrived. It was repeated frequently. I think it simply had no impact on him whatever.
There's a couple of different ways that people think about this, and people who are not friendly to the president, who think about what's happened here. And one of them is, Donald Trump, master thief, criminal, running some kind of elaborate conspiracy to bring things out of the White House and keep them secret.
Oh, really? Really? You mean like John Bolton did? You mean like what he did?
potentially for political or financial gain. There are other people who his attitude is Trump is chaotic. He's careless. He's not that smart. He took these things almost by.
You really thought you were going to go on TV and fuck around like this?
Mm-hmm. All that shit talking he did on all these other legacy media sites. All that shit talking he did. Look at that, guys. It's almost like their political campaign to try and bully people out of the White House just didn't work. They tried to bully people off platforms, and it's just not working. Maybe you should stop doing it.
See, this is what I want Trump to do to everybody. I do. This is what I want him to do to everybody. Like this, what happened to this retarded walrus?
Exactly. Stamping his feet and saying they're wise with respect to Trump's intelligence, carelessness, and the degree to which he might have brought motive to bear.
Exactly. Put him in jail.
On
fucking mouth, bro. Like, you thought you were being cute.
This morning, just moments ago, John Robert Bolton II pled guilty in federal court to the unlawful retention of national defense information. According to the terms of the plea agreement, Mr. Bolton faces a maximum sentence of up to 5 years in prison.
He's dead. He's not going to survive 5 years in prison.
He's not getting out of prison, dude. There's no way. Like, you're talking about federal prison. There's no way.
Followed by a term
I mean, maybe he'll go to, like, a nice little rich prison. Who knows? But, like, either way, I'm sure that this is going to be so stressful to him that it's probably going to, like...
up to 3 years of supervised release.
Not being supervised.
He will also pay a fine of $2.25 million and will forfeit his pension under the HIP.
Oh! They took his pension.
Act. As National Security Advisor to the President of the United States, Mr. Bolton had access to and was responsible.
He pled guilty because he knew that they were gonna tack him to the wall. There was no way he was getting out of that. There was no way.
For safeguarding the most sensitive national defense information, including classified material. Mr. Bolton knew how to handle classified information, where it should be stored, how it should be stored.
That's not a punishment.
And with whom he could share that information.
I agree, but it's a plea deal.
He also knew the damage to national security that could be caused by mishandling that sensitive information. Nevertheless, as Mr. Bolton just admitted, he put our national security at grave risk in violation.
And you know what's crazy? Is that's what matters. It isn't that he did it and he got caught. It's that he admitted he did it. That is more detrimental to the Democrats than you could ever imagine. The fact that he took a plea deal and admitted he did it is what is even more detrimental than you could think.
Of the law.
You believe he would do that?
Our system of classified information is designed to protect sensitive information that would jeopardize national security if mishandled. And the national defense information at issue in this case was classified at the highest classification levels.
Big mistake.
The document in count 12, for example, revealed intelligence about an adversary's plans for an attack conducted against U.S. forces in another country.
Why would you do that?
It contained human intelligence using sensitive sources and methods, and it discussed a covert action program. As Mr. Bolton admitted...
He talked about a whole lot of stuff he shouldn't have talked about. Wow. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you shouldn't have... leaked information. Maybe you shouldn't have just said whatever you thought you were able to say, huh? Sucks to be you, doesn't it? Idiot.
All right. We're going to move to this because in the last hour, you guys, we had the Secretary of Interior, Doug Burgum, on, and we asked him about the vandals that have come to our Capitol to basically, and it's not just a reflecting pool, which was what was so fascinating. He talked about what they did with the reflecting pool, but the acts of vandalism and even threats of assassination.
If you threaten the president of the United States and you get found, they should just immediately give you a life sentence. I'm tired of hearing these people trying to threaten our elected officials. This has to stop. Has to stop. Because the thing is that whenever you've got all these content creators that are going around threatening political officials with death, outright, it has to stop. Has to stop. 100%. And if you want to go and destroy our nation's capitals, statues, and monuments, it should immediately be like a 10 to 20-year sentence. Like, no questions asked. Like, this has to stop, guys. It has to. There's no reason why we have to live in this nonsense.
In time for our anniversary, our 250th birthday, here's what he said earlier.
This was part of the original design, the reflecting pool, part of the 1922 Lincoln Memorial. It is part of the monument. So when people are using box cutters to do vandalism on this thing, it's the same as if they were throwing,
Robert G. Robert G. Giovia? This guy? I'm not going to watch his stuff. I have to send an email first. Okay. I mean, I'll send him an email. See what he says. I'll do it today whenever I get off.
Paint on Lincoln's statue in the eyes of the law. So we've had 7 arrests, a number of other citations, 18 police reports with this industrial rubber liner for the first time, because this pool's got 2.5 miles of expansion joints underneath it. So those have been repaired. The liner is working. It's not leaking after the 4th of July. And Charlie, the fence is up partly because it's having the greatest and biggest celebration of fireworks ever for our
hear me out. Why don't they drain it and they use that stuff that you could put on the back of pickup beds? It's like a spray-on, it's not an adhesive, but it makes the bed truck, it gives it like a layer of heavy plastic almost. Why don't they try doing something like that? Like, we have the ability to do that. Why don't we do it? It would definitely make it way harder for these idiots to sit here and tear it up.
150th.
So,
bro, you got to get these clowns and put them in jail, man. You do. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is not part here of freedom of anything in the country to go here and destroy our monuments and make it harder for people that are trying to keep up our monuments. That is not it. No. I'm sorry, but if anybody has a goddamn problem if I ever got a big property and I start lining my property with American flags, and I got people congregating outside, I'm also going to hang a flag that says, "You can kiss my ass."
Patriotism. Do the Democrats want to be the party that's against the flag and the celebration of 250, you guys?
Well, you really do hope that this is the final death throes of Trump derangement syndrome.
It's not. They'll find something else if another Republican gets into office. They always will. The issue isn't that it's Trump, it's that Trump is an easy target. That's the problem with it. Trump has a lot of baggage. This is not just going to go away after Trump, I guarantee you. It's going to get worse.
And that, you've reached the point where the only thing that people can complain about is the idea that you have a guy who wants to beautify the city, restore the monuments, restore things like the reflecting pool, and of course, a double-digit reduction in violent crimes.
See, what you got to do is you got to find the person that did this on camera, and then you got to arrest them and give them a life sentence. That's what you do. That's exactly what you do. That's a threat.
murders in the nation's capital. The idea that you can send your children or you can go to your nation's capital and actually survive with your life is actually probably a really good thing.
And spend a lot of time and effort protecting, creating, maintaining, and presenting these monuments for all Americans to come see history. And so you're really hurting the National Park Service, which is an apolitical entity. They're there to help preserve these monuments for us. When you want to, speak out against President Trump, find another way to do it. Don't vandalize our monuments.
All three of us, by the way, have homes in Washington, D.C. The city has never been more beautiful. It's never been safer. I go to the park in the morning when I go visit Sean
it's
at our
certainly
place on
much
Capitol.
better than having an empty fountain that has Hezbollah written on it in red paint. I mean, let's be honest here. Or Hamas or whatever they wrote on the stupid statue. Or not the statue, the fountain. New audio reveals Iranian military threatening ships in Hormuz. Oh, wow, guys. Who would have thought?
Middle East as Tehran renews attacks on ships that are trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz.
Fox Business reporter Lauren Simonetti has been tracking movement all along the critical waterway.
Lauren joins us now with the latest. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, guys. All right, more incidents in the Strait of Hormuz today. Traffic still flowing, but more slowly. You had 34 vessels cross yesterday, 10 today. That's according to the maritime tracker Kepler. The UK Maritime Authority is reporting that another ship was just struck by an unidentified projectile in the strait. My sources say it's a crude tanker. It's called the Kihu. It was heading to Fujairah with Qatari oil on board. Look, guys, Iran is trying to show it has leverage. It wants to control the Strait of Hormuz, saying any passage through routes outside the framework designated by the Persian Gulf Strait Authority will not be covered by safe passage guarantees. They want ships to coordinate with them and, guys, very likely pay them. These are the warnings they're sending to ships looking to cross.
No, fuck that, dude. Just bomb them. Get them out of here.
Listen now to audio. This was sent to me by a ship owner. Listen to this.
You are approaching the Strait of Hormuz. You are ordered to leave this area immediately. You must alter course right now and go to the north of Larak Island. You are in range of my missile and maybe fire on you. Over.
Now, you see, I think this is a good thing. I think that the ship captains that are going through the Strait of Hormuz need to start releasing these audios so that way it will force Trump to do something besides sit on his hands. I think that that's what needs to happen. I think that the ships that are going through the strait, if they have to make contact with the IRGC, they should just release this on YouTube, and that way it will force Trump to do something. That's what should happen.
The north is where Iran controls, and this verbal warning escalated with Iran's drone attack on the ever lovely vessel on Thursday. Of course, President Trump called that a ceasefire violation, and the U.S. struck
Well, then do something more than hitting like 4 targets. How about that?
On Friday for it. The U.S. is sending the message. Number one, you don't break.
What message is that? We took out your little missile system, your drone launching system, a couple radars. And what kind of message is that? You know what's going to happen? You're just going to pull more from the little underground tunnels and put them up. We need to get in contact with like the Viet Cong and tell them, hey, we'll cut you a big fat paycheck, or like maybe even Japan, and tell them, hey, we'll cut you a big fat paycheck if you go down under Iran and booby trap the shit out of their tunnels. Like, who better to talk to about tunnels than those guys, right? Like
ceasefire. And number two, you do not control an international waterway, guys.
All right.
So, Lauren, you said that we've had 10 ships pass through the Strait of Hormuz today. Does that mean there will be more later today, or is it really a dramatic of a decrease from 34 to 10?
Wouldn't call it dramatic at all. The numbers constantly change. Yes, they will increase. And then when they can confirm just how a ship crossed, did it have its signals on or off, the numbers are constantly changing. I can tell you some ships have turned around. They've decided maybe we shouldn't go for this today. Then you have the insurance providers. They're looking.
It's not open. The moral of the story is that Iran, the IRGC, are still bombing ships in the Strait of Hormuz, actively violating the ceasefire per the usual, like they've been doing the past 2 months. And none of the ships are able to pass because none of the insurance companies want to get involved with it because America's Navy isn't where it needs to be to protect that strait. Okay. So what you're saying is that even after all the papers that Trump has wanted them to sign, and after the papers have been signed, these guys really don't care. They're still trying to blow up innocent random people. Okay. So why then has there not been even more retaliation? Yeah, I'm just so, like, this is so stupid.
At this situation, and they're saying, well, what are we going to charge for this passage now? I just spoke with CENTCOM, and CENTCOM says the U.S. Navy is now helping to bulk up the southern route of the Strait of Hormuz, the one near Iran. They're letting ships go in both directions. So look, obviously vessels want to get out, especially the ones that have been stuck for months in the Persian Gulf. The crews are done, right? Everybody wants to get out. But you also have commerce. You have the global economy. You want ships buzzing both ways, full of oil, full of,
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because Trump isn't willing to do what it takes. That's the problem, is that he's all talk and no do. That's all it really seems to be. All talk and no do.
All right. Now to this, in the Middle East, where we saw retaliatory U.S. strikes on Iran yesterday.
That's right. Jeff Paul is live in Tel Aviv with the latest. Jeff.
Yeah, Iran today confirming that it launched an attack targeting U.S. assets in the region, and shortly after, Bahrain confirmed that it came under fire from Iranian drone strikes, saying that that is a violation of the country's sovereignty and that Tehran is trying to undermine the ongoing peace efforts. Now, all of this happening just a day after U.S. Central Command confirmed that it launched airstrikes in and around the coast in southern Iran. CENTCOM says it struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations, as well as coastal radar sites. That military action was in response to an Iranian drone attack on a Singapore-flagged ship transiting the Strait of Hormuz.
So they're also trying to hit Singapore ships now, too.
On Thursday.
I don't know what Trump thought was going to happen with this. I really don't. Like, whoever's talking into his ears in the White House has no idea what they're talking about. Whoever is feeding Trump information about this war effort, he needs to fire them.
J.D. Vance says Iran signed a ceasefire agreement. We have honored it. If they have disagreements about how the MOU is being applied, they can pick up the phone, but violence will be met with violence. When asked about the escalation prior to last night's U.S. strikes on Iran, Trump said this.
You consider the ceasefire to still be in place?
I don't like the fact that they took a shot yesterday, actually 4. We knocked down 3.
You can't even leave the region without having to worry about these guys continuing to attack. That should tell you everything you need to know. If you don't feel confident in even leaving the region with the ceasefire, then you know this isn't going to work. That's your first red flag about this whole thing. If you didn't even leave the region and you knew that this might happen, why are you sitting here just continuing to drag this on?
A ship. Not an allied ship, but a ship, a very expensive ship. And it was fine, but it took a little beating. They shouldn't be doing that.
A senior Iranian official responded to Trump saying, quote, the Strait of Hormuz is governed by Iran, so respect the rules, and that if the U.S. does not learn the rules, the Iranian armed forces will teach them to you. This is not a violation of the ceasefire. This is ceasefire management. Now, the British military also confirmed...
Ceasefire management? What? No, this is a terrorist organization trying to push and pull and see what they can get away with. That's what this is.
Ceasefire. This is ceasefire management. Now, the British military also confirming a little while ago that another vessel was hit while transiting the Strait of Hormuz. They say this is a tanker and it was hit with what's
another
being
one
described as an unidentified projectile. The crew is said to be safe, but that ship suffered some damage. Back to you all.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Be sure to like.
Ugh, man.
The U.S. conducting new strikes on Iran in response to the regime's attack on a cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz. This, as a peace deal, still hangs in the balance, and a critical part of the deal, ending Iranian support for terror proxies in the region. But Hezbollah refuses to disarm, and its leader saying the resistance will continue.
So what you're saying is that they're also violating the treaty there as well. Wow, Trump. How many more things do they have to violate before you actually just decide to go full-fledged war on these guys? Like, how many more, like, they've violated literally every single piece of the treaty. Every single piece. Come on, man.
Continue. With that, let's bring in retired Vice Admiral and Navy SEAL Robert Harward. He grew up in Iran and led U.S. invasions in Afghanistan, in Iraq. So great to see you this morning, Robert. So we've got two things going on here. We've got the fighting in Lebanon, and then we've got the Strait of Hormuz. Which is the biggest hang-up right now to the peace deal?
Well, both of them, without a doubt. Iran's going to push for support of their surrogates. They're going to continue to challenge the Straits of Hormuz. And I applaud the administration for taking this military action. And it's a good first step, but they need to flip the coin even a little bit more. I would suggest, I hope, they've reconstituted the blockade, because the economic strangulation had a significant impact, as these military operations are. So again, on both fronts, the Straits and the situation in Israel, the regime is not going to work with this administration to achieve those objectives.
Vice President Vance yesterday said that with oil down to $72 a barrel, the United States wins either way. And we should focus on just keeping the strait open. Does that make sense to you?
No, not at all. If the goal is just to keep the Strait of Hormuz open, you're not going to solve the problem. I don't want to have to sit there with the United States Navy in the Strait of Hormuz for the rest of eternity because we don't have a president that can't pull his dick out and start waving it around like a helicopter. Like that's what I want. I want a president that's going to do what it takes to win this, to fight back all the proxy terrorism that's sat here and caused a whole lot of problems all over the Middle East. Because that's what it is. And then they're sitting here playing ball with Trump, and Trump is just falling right into it because for whatever reason he's getting this weird information saying that, well, all we have to do is just keep the Strait of Hormuz. I don't want to do that. I want to systematically kill as many of these terrorists as possible, because their goal for the entirety of having nukes was to completely shut down the Strait of Hormuz and cause widespread problems by charging these ships money. They were going to take the waters of the Strait of Hormuz, which is international water, because they wanted to charge everybody that goes through it. That was always the goal. That was always their plan. And luckily, they don't have nukes in which to enforce it. I want to see these people get completely pushed back to their own country where they belong. All these terrorist organizations that are obviously their personal military, if not just their straight up military, that are going around destabilizing the Middle East. This has to be stopped.
Of course. Yes, the Straits.
What do you think is
just for the world economy?
What do you think is going to happen when these guys get the Strait of Hormuz and they make nukes? Do you really think they're just going to stay in their own country? No. Obviously not. They're not even doing that right now. They're over there in Lebanon and Beirut, UAE, Kuwait. They got proxy terrorists all over the world. Nah, bro.
But for all those ships that were trapped, those crews that had been in there, I believe that was the administration's strategy. Accommodate Iran with the negotiations so they could get that flow through the straits. Now with the ceasefire violated, that's at risk. So the Navy needs to continue their operations to ensure those ships flow. And again, it may have an impact on the oil prices, but at the end of the day,
I feel like what we should be doing is we should be boating over the United States military and flood the Strait of Hormuz where the missiles keep coming out of. Just flood that with thousands of troops Send it in like it's D-Day, boys. Send it in like it's fucking D-Day. That's what I think we should do. We should take that entire line on the coast and just keep pushing inward.
Economic strangulation of
I
the
didn't want to
blockade
send
is
boots on the
just
ground, but if that's what it takes because they don't know how to stop terrorizing people, then that's what it takes.
Significant, and they need to put all of that on the table to ensure they're in a position of strength in these negotiations.
Well, it's probably even more significant certainly for Iran than it is for the United States. Turning to Lebanon, though, we've heard rumors of a possible peace deal between Lebanon and Israel, but the problem really isn't the Lebanon.
Who had a mask on during the interview? Why would a country like Iran nuke? Send happy poop. W happy poop for Mossy Cracker.
It's
Thank you for the
Hezbollah. Do you have any faith that Hezbollah will operate in good faith in terms of disarming and stopping lobbing missiles into Israel?
It's clear the government of Lebanon wants Hezbollah gone as well. So to show unity of effort with the government and Israel adds not only additional pressure on Hezbollah, but on the Iranians as well. And it shows that everyone.
The military hasn't proven that they can get it done, yet they just got rid of.
It's not going to tolerate the regime supporting their surrogates, not just in Lebanon, but down in Yemen and other locations as well. So I think it's a very positive move along with the military strikes. But let's leverage that opportunity to enhance our position economically as well by continuing
That's really what it is. I wouldn't blame the military for any of this. There's just a lot of politicians that are sitting here making bank on this. That's the sad part about it. Like, with the amount of weapons and technology that America has, there's no reason why these guys haven't been turned into pulp. There's just no excuse for it. This war could be over with. It could have been over with months ago. I'm tired of seeing Americans risk their lives for governmental officials that don't want to do what it takes to just end the war. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Economic starvation. So again, all positive moves illustrating where this needs to go at the end.
Like throughout time, most of the innovations that we got through technology and warfare were from presidents and leaders being on the battlefield front and center, right? Like the old-fashioned kingdom and knights. You know what I'm saying?
The day is Israel has their own national security interest at hand here as well as U.S. national interests.
I guarantee if Trump was sitting his ass in one of those destroyers worried about a drone popping off, you'd see a whole different side of Donald Trump.
Vice Admiral, thank you very much for joining us.
A lot of those politicians, honestly.
Good to be with you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest.
So what's going on with this Caitlin Clark girl? What is
Garrett
this?
Tenney in Chicago reports. Garrett.
Yeah, here's that fist to the neck is hard enough to watch, but when you watch this play back, you can see even before that, Alyssa Thomas knees Caitlin Clark in the groin, then puts her fist into Kate Clark's neck, and then nearly stomps on Clark while stepping over her. The ball is already gone by the time any of that happens, and despite a ref being right there, they didn't call anything. Not long after that.
She keeps getting bullied, right? They keep bullying her for some reason.
Clark was again targeted by what her coach calls another blatant cheap shot that led to her leaving the game with an injury, and again, no foul was called. After the game, the Indiana Fever coach was livid that the officials in the league continue to allow this kind of thing to happen.
We have a generational talent
and a WNBA superstar who had 2 cheap shots right there that weren't called. And I just say, again, absolutely unacceptable. And it's just, when you have these things continue to happen time and time again, eventually it gets frustrating.
After those videos went viral late yesterday, the WNBA decided to take action, and the punishment for recklessly targeting and endangering the league's biggest star.
It should just be removal. You should lose your ability to play in the league. No questions asked. If you're actively going out of your way to harm the other players, it's unsportsmanlike conduct, and you should be removed from the sport. Everybody knows that's what it should be. And then you should be put in jail for assault and battery.
Was a single game suspension for Alyssa.
Oh, yeah, I bet it was.
Thomas, and a flagrant foul, too, that carries a $1,000 fine. The Phoenix Mercury appeared to mock the whole thing, posting and then quickly deleting this meme after the game, showing a Mercury player on the floor. These latest incidents are only fueling critics who argue the league doesn't value and is not protecting its biggest star, who's elevated women's basketball to places it's never been with record.
And you know what's going to happen? Let me explain to you what's going to happen with this. If this lady gets bullied to the point where she quits the sport, people are going to jump ship off of the WNBA. And that will be the death of the women's basketball team. I don't know what they're thinking they're doing, but I'm telling you right now that if they don't fix this and they allow this unsportsmanlike conduct, they will be looking at the end of the WNBA rapidly.
Record TV deals and viewing numbers, sold out arenas whenever and wherever Caitlin Clark is playing. Harris?
I don't know if this lady said something she shouldn't have said or what. But regardless of what she says outside of the sport, that does not allow behavior on the inside of the sport like this, period. No exception.
Some of the stats that were just handed to me right now, I mean, this is incredible, the impact she's had. I'll get into it. Garrett, thank you. Gianna Caldwell, Fox News political analyst, is with me now. First of all, I want to get your idea of her effect in the WNBA.
You can shit talk all you want in the sport. I don't care about that. But when you actively go out of your way to bully a player, nah, bro, it's time for you to go. You need to be kicked out of the sport for unsportsmanlike conduct. Like the very base fundamentals of being part of a sport like that are being completely violated. You need to go.
Player, Caitlin.
It's no different than if you've got a boxer that keeps doing groin shots. You got to go, man. It's time for you to go. You got to go.
Well, I mean, this is pretty clear what her effect has been. One expert puts it in 2024, Caitlin Clark was responsible for 25% of the WNBA's total revenue. 25%. That's massive.
Is it
the numbers of viewers.
Is that real? There's no way that's real, is it? Well, what is her name? Clark hit in throat. Why do they keep bullying the Clark basketball player? Is that really why? No, because there's... And resentment, her unprecedented marketability, and the media attention surrounding the Caitlin Clark effect have led to tension. Some veterans, you see, like, it's kind of sad that we have stuff like Trump derangement syndrome and Caitlin Clark effect. If you can't play nice with other players, regardless of who they are, you need to go. You need to get out of the sport. I'm so tired of sitting here and catering to these bullies. I am. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of this shit.
Because of her has been massive in the millions. This is an undeniable player. And then just one more fact, too. The WNBA is entering into a $2.2 billion deal with NBC Sports because of Caitlin Clark. So it's undeniable what she means to this league. And honestly, no one was really watching the WNBA until she hit the scene.
You know, I have two questions. One will be gender, one will be race. Let's talk gender right now. So when this sort of thing happens, and if you watched, you know, the Spurs and the Knicks, you saw Wembanyama kind of get accused of doing some of the same stuff with elbow throwing and all the rest. We don't see it get to this point, though, with fans weighing in and shouting, you know, give her a break and so on and so forth, because women's sports don't normally look like this. Am I wrong about that?
No.
No, you're not wrong. And it was actually very surprising to see someone try to get up by placing their fist in her neck. That obviously isn't the way
it was
you
on
get
purpose.
Up. She could have done something else. It looked very intentional. I would argue that it looked like assault to me. And if you look at the long list of incidents we've seen with Caitlin Clark and people who don't like her, people like Angel Reese, who she had got into it with on the court, but continued the fight on social media. Angel Reese.
She's gonna have to learn how to do karate, so that way whenever people mess with her, she can like low-key do like a ninja hit or something. You know what I'm saying?
And there's been many other instances over the years and the seasons. Clearly, people are targeting her. This is not just some happenstance, random thing that is going on. People are actively targeting this player.
Look, I've been reading quite a bit on this.
Yeah, because like it's been happening a lot, and it's only with her. So
crept into this. And with Angel Reese, it really did come in because people were saying things back to her. And Caitlin Clark actually said, that's not right. So the only time we've really heard Caitlin Clark talk about race was when she was going against people who had pushed against a woman who's treated her so badly on the court, Angel Reese. It's ironic. How do you see the issue of race playing a role in this?
Well, it's hard for me to not see race play a part in it. I don't know to what extent, but certainly when you have sports broadcasters, national sports broadcasters that have been on television for years saying the only reason that Caitlin Clark is attracting these millions of viewers or having these sold-out games is because she's white. That has been the rationale for multiple years. So when you continue to use
yeah, you know why? It's because the majority of people in America are white. I don't know if this is some unheard of like mind fuck that you've just now hearing about this, but yeah, the majority of people in America are white. Yeah, it makes sense that they finally have a white player that's worth a crap that people want to watch. A big surprise.
Like that. You see the response on social media pushing back against.
Like, am I crazy for saying this? Am I the only one that's got some neurons firing that like understand why this is? Like
her because she is a white player, and then you see the incidents that have happened across the years on the court. Multiple players, multiple teams attacking her, unsportsmanlike conduct. In addition to what I believe is real assault, you cannot ignore that this is playing some form of a part. So that's really my thought process on it.
So it's so interesting. You put that back on the people who should have the vocal responsibility not to trigger those in society who are just unhinged enough to be hateful anyway. I want to put something up for my team and take a quick look at some of the notable physicality that's gone viral against Caitlin Clark. And there it is. In May 2024, I'll pull out just a couple of these. She was pulled down.
She's not even a rookie at this point. She's been in the sport for like a year.
By the neck, face, they called it a common foul by Alicia Clark. And it sparked backlash.
So that was in 2024. The next one was in 2025.
First 2024.
She's been in it. She's in it for, it's 2026 now. She's not the AI said it was because she was a rookie. She's been in the sport for almost 4 years. What do you mean? She's not a rookie.
A blindside hip check. Foul upgraded to a flagrant 1 for Chennedy Carter. I'm going to go forward now. June 17th, shoved, flagrant 2. And a fine by Marina Mabry. And then just this latest one, June 24th, hit in the throat, need, flagrant 2, 1-game suspension for Alyssa Thomas. Your last words.
And that's 6 incidents is actually more than that. And I got to tell you, it must come to an end. The league needs to get involved. They need to ensure that the players are protected and their safety
The
comes
only
first.
reason why they're not is because they want this to happen. We need to stop saying that these people need to do things. They're not going to do it because they want it to happen. That's the thing. They're trying to make it uncomfortable for a white athletic woman to become the face of the sport because they're doing the same thing that all these racial political cocksuckers are doing, where they try to sit here and bully people off platforms or suppress them or harm them in some way. And the thing is I'm going to tell you right now that if she gets forced off of the league, it will ruin the WNBA. It will. Because nobody's going to want to watch a biased sport like this.
But more than ever, this is an NBA.
Nobody was already watching it, probably for that reason.
NBA that needs the money, they need the viewers. So if you're out here allowing other players to disrespect your top prospect, one who was responsible for a quarter of your actual total revenue in 2024, according
This
to
lady did a quarter of their revenue. What the hell are they doing? They really want to let this race thing get that much involved, huh? It's not even about money anymore. How can they disenfranchise the white person, guys?
One expert,
let's let them get beat to hell on the court and not call it.
Professor, then you got to do everything you can to keep her happy, make sure she's safe so fans can enjoy it. Because at some point, people will start tuning out and turning off their televisions because they hate what they're seeing. Thereby, the league loses, and so does the women who have been committing these acts against Ms. Clark.
Well, and when you talk about those numbers, too, I've got the stats on the viewership. 21.
Exactly. And Malk Hunter's bitter, I think. Let me see. Oh, there's nothing new. Independent, raw egg, nationalists. Doesn't seem to be picking up on the. Netherlands. Applications for fake people and enroll stolen identities, all to collect. Holy smoke, Second Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Dr. Oz have just announced over 1 million people are on Obamacare with no social security number. It's one big racket. Shut it down. Wow. Look at that. More systems that are being weaponized against us. He served just 20 months of 7-year federal prison sentence. He's now facing 12 felony charges for drug trafficking. And man, let's I guess it might just be an early day today, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking like there's not really much else going on too crazy. We've talked about just about everything we can. I mean, there's not really nothing that's like too crazy. Like there's a couple things with the war on like a certain like drugs and like new news-ish stuff, but like I think the biggest thing that's been going on is the restart of the Iran war and Walrus Man pleading guilty to doing some naggy shit. Some nasty shit. What is this? This is in the Paris, looks like in 2026. That's sewage? Why would you swim in that? Supreme Court is allowing the Trump administration to end legal protections for migrants fleeing violence and natural disasters in Haiti and Syria, exposing hundreds of thousands for people to potential deportation. Good. How's that our problem, man? Haiti is not a shithole. If it's not a shithole, then why are people fleeing it? You see, that's how you know a country's a shithole, is whenever the population is fleeing it and coming to America. And not to New York or California or Minneapolis. No, they're coming to a place like Texas. Okay? It's got so bad even the migrants are fleeing it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's watch us a body cam and then we probably get a roll up out of here. Cop hater turns hostile after police chase.
Have I yelled once at you? You've been
Because
screaming.
I watched what y'all just did to that man.
Driver!
Whoa!
Exit the vehicle with your hands up!
6-8 firm.
Oh, what the hell is going on here?
Exit the vehicle with your hands up! Hey, get out of the way, sir! Get out of the way!
That guy over there, bro, he's just like, man, I'm just trying to do my job, bro. I ain't trying to do nothing else.
Step out of the vehicle facing away from us. We'll explain it to you. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle facing away from us. DeAndre, you!
They already know his name.
All right, just listen to us.
Is there?
Roll the window. Oh, do it now!
Oh, man, Kudrow about to get himself a snack.
Best in the vehicle, but I don't think he's.
Oh, he's running? Is he running? Yeah, he's running. He's running. Oh, yep, there it goes. And there he goes.
Push the car out of the way. Pushing car out of the way with his car to get out.
Is that water? That's water. Oh. There he goes. Run stop sign. That's a good place for a Patriot missile right there. We gotta fire up these Jewish space lasers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Space Force, go on, knock them out of here, man.
So come to Peters, speed 73 miles an hour. We're gonna be going southbound Peters, southbound Peters. 47, continuing southbound Peters, past Johnson, almost 1050, speed 78 miles an hour.
Woo, bro!
1057.
Bro, you got it. Oh, he fucked his car up doing that. You dumb. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get, man. You're done. You're done, bro. You're done. You dumb. Get him. Tase him. Tase him.
Foot pursuit to the grass. Foot pursuit to the grass. Headed towards Pick and Save.
That boy is haul assing, bro.
Save.
He's going long, bro. He's going.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Just tase him.
Get on the ground!
Yeah, just tase him. I don't know what y'all waiting on, man. Ooh, doggy wants to nibble.
You're gonna get bit by a dog.
Doggy wants to nibble. Doggy says, mmm.
Stop talking. Sorry. You're killing me, man. All right, ma'am, are you okay?
Yeah, I am. Just
all right, sorry for the excitement. DeAndre, you got the tats on your neck.
No,
I ain't buying that. Killing me, dude.
you weren't up here.
Can I have you just back up?
Damn, they know who they're looking for, too. He even knows about the tats this guy supposedly has on his neck. That's crazy.
All right, thank you.
They knew who this guy
This
is.
side, we're gonna roll you over. Do you have any weapons on you, boss?
Marco.
Clear the vehicle. The vehicle's not been cleared yet.
Told him to wait for the dog, man. Come on, dude. He's bailing right in the middle of the cross.
What car is this? Is it drive?
I don't know. I think that whole front end is screwed. Nope, the whole front axle snapped.
Who y'all looking for? You.
He barely tapped that car. How do you manage to... He snapped the whole front axle? How the hell did he manage that?
Ready, we're gonna sit on your butt. We're going up to the squad, okay?
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
You said you saw my butt. Saw your tattoo. Hop in right here.
Get in the car.
Wait, can I get in the car, bro?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Give me my keys, bro.
What's it talking Oh, dude, you kill me, man.
I'm sorry.
God, I saw him running and I was like, dude, come on. Wait. Oh.
I'll snip it in a second here. Just push it out of the way.
Get in the car, dude.
Seriously? Come on, man.
What did I do? Boost up your leg, dude.
He's still fighting in the back of the car.
Yo!
Boost up your leg, dude.
He's still fighting in the back of the car.
Yo, just close the door on his leg. He'll move his leg. Just close the door on his leg.
You want me to jump in and steer? You want? Let's go that way.
Why are you doing this to me, cop?
Get your foot out of the door so it's slammed in there.
We need city units to go to Papa John's. Should have stopped. He should have stopped. He pushed vehicles out of the way. He got into a pursuit. Okay.
Yeah.
I know there isn't two people that are off to the side that are sitting there trying to act like they know everything. I know that's not what's happening right here.
He just broke my door. Stop kicking.
Logan, you got the rap?
Oh, they got the rap. Oh, they got the rap. They about to turn this boy into some sushi.
He's bringing theirs out here.
You got hit too?
You did? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to calm
Oh,
down
that's the SUV the guy snapped the axle on.
Yeah,
me too. I see him coming right up behind me. I was trying to get out. There's a great workout too, going to the gym.
Stop! Enough!
Damn, look at him kick that door.
Stop! Enough!
Damn!
Pull him out. Pull him out. We're going to be done with that. He can go on the ground then.
We're going to get him out. Come out here. Come out here. Come out here.
Oh, yeah, drag him out by his ankles. Drag him out by his ankles. Uh-huh. That's right.
Oh, you worried about what he's got in the back seat?
Put him on his stomach. Over.
You're not going to kick. You're not going to kick.
Yep. Let me get, someone hold him. I'll check the photo and make sure.
Yeah. I don't even know we got on.
You got about 8 warrants right here.
You need to tone it down.
We're public space, right?
Yeah, but you can't be disorderly. You can't be yelling, swearing.
Are you with him?
Am I with him? No, they're with.
What's your name?
Sheriff Walshman.
All right, just take deep breaths.
Oh, so he's the actual sheriff of the department. Okay, here we go. This ought to be an interesting conversation.
Hey, take deep breaths, man. All right.
What y'all need this? And we just watched y'all push his car with the squad car after he's over here.
He has like a dozen warrants. He's been involved in multiple high-speed chases.
I don't even understand why the hell. I don't understand why the hell this sheriff's officer is even this guy is even trying to sit here and explain anything to these two. I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, he's going to jail because he's an idiot. Y'all have a good day." That's exactly what I would be doing. I'd be like, "Yep, you'll have a great, fantastic night. Enjoy y'all's life."
Hang on a minute. I'm explaining.
Focus on breathing.
Bro, you can't breathe because you can't keep your damn mouth shut. That's why you can't breathe. I'm sorry, but you sitting there screaming until you make yourself pass out is not the same thing. as having 5 people holding you down or like literally body piling on top of you.
What is that? It's called a wrap. What is the wrap?
That's right, big dog. You getting wrapped up. You getting turned into a stupid.
You ran over here, and then y'all moved his car after he was in the back of that squad.
We pushed it out of the road.
Yeah. With the squad car.
You care more about the damn car than you do about the man that's kicked. Like, what is this guy's problem? Oh, but you moved his car. You pushed his car out of the way. You pushed his car out of the way, and he was already running away. Okay, so what's your problem? What are you crying about? What do you want? Go away. You're a peasant. Shoo. Let the adults do the problems, huh?
That's damage. That's called criminal damage to property. If I move a car with my car because something else is in the way.
Not your concern. That's his concern.
Exactly. Shut the hell up, Baldy. Go fight the sun tomorrow. Get out of here. Go away.
Citizens' concerns. You all right?
Yeah, I just have the biggest adrenaline dump.
Citizens concerned, it sounds like you're just a retarded citizen.
Like, he was driving like a bat out of hell, dude. It was probably the craziest driving I've seen. First ever successful taser deployment.
There we go.
Hey, that's what's up.
It's an obligation to open a roadway too, all right?
Oh, open a roadway? Who can come through here? Come on.
Look, is he at least good in the squad car?
All right, well,
Don't worry, the masked murderer / rapist is doing fine. You can go back to doing whatever you were doing before, okay?
it's him. I mean,
you see, what you gotta do with these kind of people that sit here and do this kind of nonsense, well, what about the guy that's kicking through the back door in the back of the squad car? Do you want to join him? You want to share a jail cell with him? Is that what you want? You want to see how well he's being treated?
I can't breathe. Right. What is that for? I don't know what y'all talking
Dude, they got this dude in a fucking stupid helmet. Yo, this guy is so packaged up. Dude, look, they even have a seatbelt now. There's like a seatbelt pulley system so he can't move a certain direction. Yo, this is a mechanical piece of beauty is what this is. Holy crap. This pleases me so.
I can't breathe.
He can't move. Now what you gotta do now is make like a suspended system inside of the car where you can hook his feet and his helmet up to, so that way he like rocks back and forth in the car. And he can't hit anything, you know?
Well, he's still being non-compliant. You could hear him probably kicking and screaming and banging and knocking around. What's that?
Can you stop inching up?
No, I'm talking to you.
See, but if I inch up on you, it's different. You tell me to back up, and she asked you politely to back up, and
There's 15 feet between us.
And literally, I was right there when the conversation started.
If you want to leave, you're welcome to leave. If you want to leave, you're welcome to leave.
That badge, act like you're something special, like the law don't apply to y'all.
Oh, wait. Hey. Michael.
Michael what?
I can't. Mama, I had to get in the car.
I'm just nosy. I wanted to see.
That's okay. I got my camera rolling too.
Like you act like the badge don't apply to y'all, but if you ask us to back up and we don't, we get taken to the ground and put in cuffs. Doesn't matter if he had a warrant.
Yeah, that's how it works. You see, the people that have the guns in the situation, that have the enforcement capabilities to push the law and use it as a weapon in order to keep you in jail, are the people that you should be listening to, not the criminals that they're taking down. See, that's what the definition of being brainwashed looks like and sounds like. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yes, sir. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's the system you live in. If you don't like it, then leave, go, get out. Go to a foreign country where if you get your own house, you'll have a warlord that breaks down your door and kills you and takes all your stuff. See how quickly you want to abolish the police then? Oh, you won't be able to get the police abolished because you'll be dead. Man, that's crazy how that works, isn't it? You won't have anything to cry about once the warlords that have caused anarchy all over a country have killed you. I bet then you'll be wishing that you had the Second Amendment, or you hadn't abolished the police, huh? Wow.
mistakes. Congratulations. Y'all just made a mistake down there, because if I do that, that's criminal damage to property.
Don't know if he ingests anything, but
People like that shouldn't be able to vote for their own good. Okay? Suicidal empathy is dead. Let it go.
Okay, wake up. It's bullshit. I back the blue. I back the patch, but y'all don't.
You don't back a damn thing. You don't back a damn thing. You're no different than any chatter that goes in and is like, I've been trying to watch this video and I just can't do it. I've stuck around here for so long. No, you haven't. I pull up their log. They've been here for a day. What you talking about, man? What you talking about?
Somebody asked you to do something.
Maybe if you would have seen how he was acting in the beginning, putting so many people at risk.
You act backwards in the beginning. You've never had a see, you're still doing it.
You've never been in a situation where raising your voice to somebody gets your ass beat. You know why? Because you've lived a very privileged and entitled life, and you don't know how confrontational it is to sit there and scream at somebody. Because in my house, that's how I lost some of my baby teeth. Okay? So why don't you just stop yelling at the police? Stop being disorderly, because that's what you're doing. You're being disorderly.
Still doing it. That's that powder chest. That's nothing but dust. It's nothing but a uniform and metal.
You know what I see here? I see a bald moron that's walking away because he doesn't like the fact that there are, there's a word for it. He has a problem with authority. You see, this is what it looks like when you've been raised your entire life privileged and you've never had anybody put you in your place. You've never been humbled before. And he's trying so hard to maintain a level of control over the situation. But I hate to inform you, it's out of your control. It's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. Just like when YouTube suppresses me, I'm not mad because there's nothing I can do about it. You know? There's nothing you can do about it except walk away and that's it. The guys, I thought that this car right here, this Ford, was his car. I shit you, I thought this was his car. I did. It's not even his car. What is he doing all the way over here? Where is he parked?
Afternoon.
He's still walking away, dude. Look. What a little pussy. Shut up and go away.
No, he got tased. Should have got bit. That really sucks.
What was this guy over here? Was he just pissed that?
Yeah, I don't know what he was.
Pissed that we pushed the car out of the road.
Is it his car?
No.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
It reeks like fresh weed back here.
back on the phone.
Royston, you're gonna have to owe me a big fat dinner, dude.
I will. I genuinely feel bad.
The suspect is being transported to jail after hospital treatment, but he still appears to be up to no good.
Now, what's your problem with me?
Big surprise.
I don't got on no shoes. I don't.
No other way.
I'm just saying we could have waited.
You don't get no damn shoes because he was trying to break open the door of a police cruiser. You don't get anything. You can sit there and shut up.
You put me in like I'm cold all over again. I'm hot in a bit.
You want the window down or up?
What the you mean the window down or up?
You said you're hot.
I said I'm cold in a. I ain't said I'm hot in a. I said,
high.
Yeah, I said I'm high. Like, come on, man. I'm not, like, the least you can do is like even have
The
a
least
heart,
you
dog.
can do is speak in frickin' English, man. Holy crap! What are these sentences you trying to throw together? They're worse than mine.
For no reason.
Jeez.
Hey, we got your phone.
Who smashed my phone?
I didn't smash it. Good. What you got in your butt?
You said what?
You got stuff in your ass or what?
You said what?
You got dope in your butt or what?
No, I'm not. Man, you driving crazy, man. I like sticking some shit up my eyes, man. You're not even making no sense.
Usually people, when they're moving like that, they're hiding stuff. I mean, I don't think so, because you probably would already dipped it at the hospital, but...
Oh, my God.
That's what happened.
The screaming man eventually calmed down and is reportedly attending city council meetings complaining the sun is too bright. Both the suspect...
Yo! I said that too! Yo! I was like, bro, he out there trying to fight the sun tomorrow. Go on, take your butt home. He out there... Oh,
Already dipped into the hospital.
I hate these people, dude.
The screaming man eventually.
These are the biggest problems with. These are the biggest detriment to our political system than any terrorist organization in the world. Is these people right here? This is what is going to lead to the downfall of America.
Down and is reportedly attending city council meetings complaining the sun is too bright. Both the
right.
suspect's vehicle and the victim's vehicle were towed from the scene. The suspect, identified as DeAndre Bradshaw, was charged with fleeing or eluding an officer causing bodily harm.
God, dude, holy crap. You think he's got enough felonies for bail jumping or what? Starting to look like Trump over here, man.
Or property damage. 2 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, hit and run, resisting or obstructing an officer, possession of THC, and 7 counts of felony bail jumping. According to court records, DeAndre was
7, bro. 7.
found guilty of fleeing or eluding an officer causing bodily harm or property damage, and 2 counts of felony bail jumping following no contest pleas. Additional charges were dismissed but read in as part of a plea agreement. DeAndre was sentenced to 5 years of prison and 5 years of extended supervision.
Thank God. Holy shit. This dude does not need to be out in the general population.
The felony
He drives so bad, he snapped the axle off of the front of a car and it didn't even hit the other car all that much. You don't need to, like, God looked at you and was like, nah, we gonna go ahead and end this. You done, man.
bail jumping sentences run concurrently, and he received 353 days of credit for time served. He will be released back into the public in 2028 when he is 37 years old.
That's unfortunate.
Have I yelled once at you? You was
Because
screaming.
I watched what y'all just did to that man.
Cry about it. Oh, it automatically replayed. What the hell? That's weird. Well, chat, I'm gonna roll up out of here. Oh, I didn't sleep worth the shit last night again. I don't know what's going on with me, but I think that all the big controversies kind of covered most of it today, right? I saw people talking about the sports lady yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'll probably dip my fingers into it a little bit. But we are going to be rolling up out of here. W-Chat, as always. W-Chat. We might be doing some more gaming stuff. I don't know. I don't know how. It depends on how things go. The only problem that I'm running into with doing games after, like, the reaction content, which is what I really want to do, is I just don't have an editor. Like, I want to go for longer, but I can't because I just don't have an editor. And I don't... And in order to have an editor, I've got to make sure that they're trusted because I've got to give them channel information. And it just, it's a mess. Okay, I'll just say that it's a mess. But I'm definitely gonna try to stream Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out in September. That's the goal. But we rolling up out of here. W-Chat, as always, y'all always keep it real and fun up in here. W-Chat, I love having all y'all, man. Y'all are awesome. I will see y'all tomorrow bright and early. Y'all know, same time, same place, 8 a.m. I think I've got quite a few videos going up today. So if y'all could just hype those up if you haven't burned through any of the hypes yet, or hype up the ones for tomorrow, or y'all know how it goes. Make sure y'all like and comment and like the comments that you like, and call people dumb if they're dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you awesome peeps tomorrow, bright and early. Enjoy the rest of y'all's Saturday. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay away from crazy people. Hold on. Let me get a little bit of music. Not that. Where is... Oh, here it is. Try to put a smile on someone's face. Y'all may change the whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I'll see you awesome people tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Peace.
And wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over